Well, hello, 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 hello. Hi, Soundtrack. Good to see you. And Kev Mikwa. It is good to see you as well. Welcome to the Can You Hear Me Now channel. Indications on my end look good. How are things where you are? It's been an interesting day. I guess first things first, I should see if I can locate the greeter bot. Oh, it would be on this computer over here, not that computer over there. And let's see, is there a mouse for this computer? Yes, there's a mouse. That's good. And I think if I connect that and I connect that, then that should have the bot start greeting people. Gotchas, hi. Welcome on in, and barbecue beef. Good to see you. The cream of every famous band, Soundtrack 78. And barbecue beef, welcome on in. Oh, there's that. Our buzz is back. I don't know if you've heard the buzz, but the Peter Mooney channel has a buzz. I did a thing that fixed it, and then something changed in the setup, and that option is no longer available on the menu where it was before. And it's gone into, there's a new bucket for problems here on the Peter Mooney channel. Hey, Bearded CB, welcome on in. And Moet, hi, lovely to see you, Moet. Yeah, there's a new bucket. There's a lot of problems with this channel. We're about 4 months into the life of the Peter Mooney channel, and why am I hiding? I always seem to forget to change to the thing where I'm not hiding anymore. There I am. Hi. Surprise, it's me again. There's hey, KW for life. Good to see you. Welcome. So in the 4 month life so far of the Peter Mooney channel, I've noticed the myriad problems kind of seem to accumulate in buckets. But since 6 days ago, when I ordered the new massive, burly, super duper, double plus good gaming desktop computer, that will probably take a few more weeks to get here, since I ordered that, there's now a new bucket for problems. There's a new problem bucket, and this one is labeled, don't put a lot of time into this now because everything's going to change in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm afraid that's where the buzz has to go for now, because I'm convinced that I narrowed it down to the graphics card in my poor, overworked, overstressed gaming laptop that did okay with just, the flight simulator. And I'm sure would be fine for just streaming, but when I ask it to do both, it's just it's more than I should ask of it. So we're we're gonna have to live with that occasional sound of an overheated, overworked graphics card. Jump. Go ahead and jump. Hiya, Jumper Man. Welcome on in. Good to see you here. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. No. Okay, good. Nothing has happened that would have caused an alert. So I remembered to turn the greeter bot on, but then I also have to. Oh, well, I'm not sure why that did something. Wait, did somebody play Fife again? No. Oh, that's odd. Huh. Well, so I had. Hi, barbecue beef. Oh no, is that a siren? Hi, siren. Good to see you. Oh, barbecue beef fifed at. Oh, so that's good to know. Oh, siren, that you. is that the first time you heard your welcome sound? I thought that you had heard that um, on Tuesday, but maybe you weren't. Oh, okay. Yes. Well, that's so. If you don't like it, let me know. Perfectly happy to come up with something else. But I just, when I thought about siren, I just kind of sat and closed my eyes and breathed and thought about sirens. And that the first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the first few things that came to mind was that I love that's from the opening theme from that TV show Emergency, and I loved that show for a lot of reasons that don't bear going into. But yeah, so welcome, good to have you here, Siren. Let's see. I think I was in the middle of digressing over something or another. I mentioned the buzzing sound. I don't think I've mentioned there's a giveaway on. We're going to give at the end of the stream, whenever that proves to be. We're going to give away a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If the winner is already a subscriber to the Peter Mooney channel, they will receive a gift subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. And so just type !ticket to enter the giveaway. Barbecue Beef is demonstrating what not to do. Hey, Basil. Hello, Basil. I hope you're I hope you're not in the Ratatouille. Siren. Oh my gosh, Siren. 500 bits. 500 bits. Thank you so much. That deserves an. I feel good. So we had those briefly, like 2 months ago, and then we didn't again. Oh, Jumper Man with 500 bits. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I am nearly overwhelmed. Maybe so. Yeah. So a couple months back, I got a Stream Deck finally, yay! And I really wanted to have a soundboard, but the way the setup was set up then, the only place I could put the little pop-out window for the sound, so the soundboard, I mean, the buttons are on the Stream Deck, but it also has a pop-out window that has to be there, and the only place I could put it was on the desktop. And so then when I shifted to the desktop view so that you could see like my browser or a spreadsheet or that sort of thing, there was the soundboard with all of the sound effect names on the screen, and everybody could see. It just didn't work. So I just stopped using the sound. I just gave up on it. I put it in the problems for later bucket and finally dug it out the other day. And so I don't even remember much of what's on here, but Siren, thank you for the 500 bits. Jumper Man with 500 bits. I think that might get a so I will do my best not to get obsessed with all the sounds that are at my fingertips now. But also here on the Can You Hear Me Now channel, are the levels okay on the soundboard, the sound effects like those just then, because it has a completely separate level setting from everything else that's in OBS, and so it's hard to know what's going on. Shadow Wolf, hello and welcome on in. Quick note here. Sorry. Thank you for enduring my So at any rate, let me know if the new sound effects so there's a bunch of, you can type !sounds to get a list of, oh no, I'm sorry, I think it's all just in !command. Oh, soundtrack, now I don't even remember, is it command or commands? But at any rate, there's a list of sound commands that you can do with the !, and then I have separate sounds that only I can do. I think it's plural commands. And there's a new one of those. It's in the stream title there. It is optional. It better be listed. I added it. Oh, I'm looking down at the text commands. There it is, up in the sound commands. Yep. So there's a new sound command that I just couldn't resist ripping off from a fellow streamer's stream. All right. Well, okay. I usually think I deserve that after a dad joke, but okay. So there's a new sound command for y'all. I heard Goldsy say that, and I had to have it. So now I have it, at least until Sim Caesar gets here and threatens to sue me for stealing content from his stream. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear. It's early in the stream for that to be starting up. So let's see. Where are we and what are we going to do today? Sewer. There's way too many punchlines for that one. I can't think of any of them. What do you call those? No, I don't know. Sewer? I should. She's a snake. No, I don't know. Something like that. Oh, well, no, I'll wait until yeah, no, there's, okay. I'm terribly distracted. I'm sorry for being so distracted today. Let me try and focus for a sec and we'll talk about what we're going to do today and then get on about doing it. So on our last stream on Tuesday, we attempted and got a passing rating on the Boston VATSIM Wings over New England program, IFR flight number 7. Yes, 7. So we've completed the 6 VFR and then 7 of the 24 IFR. So we've done 13 out of 30, whatever percentage that is. If Mustix were here, he could tell us. Perhaps he will join us later on after work. We pretty much every Tuesday have coverage because Crafty Aviation, a Boston VATSIM controller. Hey, Mwet, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate it. So Crafty Aviation is this VATSIM controller, Boston VATSIM controller's Twitch name, because he streams his VATSIM scope on Twitch, which prior to us meeting up 4 months ago, he primarily did only like when there was a VATSIM event that involved Boston, where he was controlling as part of the event. He would stream his VATSIM scope during the event. But then the head of Boston, or one of the, I think it's the community director for the Boston VATSIM group, very cool guy, Evan Reiter, goes by RT. For those who know him, he's been around the flight sim community forever. He was, I think, one of the co-founders of the Flight Sim Association. Is that way? FSA that does Flight Sim Expo. Anyway, he's the founding member of that, and he, I think if I've got the story straight, I think he and Keith Smith from Pilot Edge kind of worked together on developing. They were both sort of developing a program at the same time, like an educational challenge flight program. So I think the Pilot Edge CAT ratings and I ratings and the BVA Wings program ratings kind of share a common history, because I think Keith and RT were kind of cooperating on that. And so I had a point in bringing that up. Oh, dear Lord. Let's see if I can hydrate while I recapture it. Nope, it's gone. I guess if it was important, it will call back. So we're, oh, right. So I was saying, so Crafty, RT, that's where I was going with this. Evan, RT, asked around the BVA center controllers to see if anybody might happen to be free on Tuesday or Thursday afternoons from 3 to 7, because that's when I was planning to stream. And Crafty said, yeah, that actually sounds interesting. So Crafty and I got together through RT and agreed on Tuesdays. Was 1 day a week worked for him. And so, I mean, I feel lucky to have gotten that. So on Thursdays, we're kind of at the mercy of whether or not any of the other center controllers in the Boston group decide that they feel like controlling on a Thursday afternoon. So on Thursdays, the way things have mostly gone is that on Thursdays, we kind of do planning and preparation for the following Tuesday's challenge flight. There have been a couple times where we've lucked out and had both a Tuesday a challenge flight and a Thursday challenge flight. And there have been a couple times when Crafty had to switch from Tuesday to Thursday. There have been a couple times when I was absent due to not being in great health. But for the most part, we've gotten at least one a week done. Does that work out mathematically? If we've done we've done 13. We've done 13 challenge flights in 15 weeks. So I guess, yeah, with me being out a couple times, that sort of works out. Talking about regular coverage on Tuesdays, Crafty Tea. Oh, you're reminding me of, oh my gosh, that was 2 minutes ago and I only just now saw it. So yes, it would have been helpful had I noticed chat move, but I didn't. Thank you. So today, I also keep glancing over. I keep a little sliver of VATSPI open at the far edge of my peripheral vision, where if somebody pops up online, hopefully by glancing over there from time to time, I'll see it. So the plan for today. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I did not update the plan command. Well, bad streamer. Bad streamer is bad. So the plan for today, pay no attention to the plan behind the plan command, is we'll do some prep for upcoming challenge flights, and then if in the course of that, a center controller comes on, a Boston center controller logs on to VATSIM, then we'll just drop whatever preparations for future flights we're doing and go attempt IFR number 8. And if they don't come online, I think there's some content in preparation that I think will prove interesting, that I hope will prove interesting for you. It's fascinating / terrifying for me. And that's not flight number 8. So interestingly, why don't I go ahead and switch over to where you can see the browser, and that's just SkyVector, which isn't really pertinent. But if I go to the Wings program, this is the Boston Virtual ARTCC for anybody who is interested. And that's where you can find information about the Wings Over New England program. And this is the page of the Wings program that just lists all the flights. So these are all the ones we've done. As long as I'm here, let me actually go back to Wings and pilot ratings. I find this page really cool. So there's a wall of Dragon. Welcome. Welcome. Good to have you here. And here and lurking. Then fly along in about 35 minutes. I'm hoping we may get to a flight. It depends on whether or not Boston and ATC Boston Center comes online on VATSIM. And if we're going to be doing prep for a future flight pending that. If they come online, we'll drop that and go flying. But also, if we get to a point in the prepping for next Tuesday where you or I or both of us have had enough, we'll stop doing that, and we'll just pick some place to do a fun group fly along for anybody who wants to go flying, because I certainly want to go flying at some point today. So these are all the people who have passed all 30 of the flights in the program, and then down below that, and so these are the stats. So there, I think this must be so all-time rating. So there's however many pilots, so 960 people who have, I guess, participated in the program at some point over it's 2012 when it was introduced, so 11 years. 960 pilots who have participated, and those 960 people accomplished a total of almost 10,000 ratings. So far this month, and we're about mid-month, 64 new ratings have been given out, and last month was a total of 149. But then this is the last 30 days worth of ratings that have been given out, and it actually goes back longer than 30 days. I think once somebody gets onto this list, they persist until there's been no activity for 30 days, because I think that seems to be what's on here. But anyway, everybody's listed alphabetically by first name. So here I am down here somewhere. There I am, and there are all our little tick marks. So we got 6 VFR and 7 IFR. I like coming and looking here every day when I find myself doubting my abilities to persist and work my way through this program. I come in here and I look at what I've accomplished, and then I also see that other people are working their way through. And so anyway, that's but the reason we came to the wings thing was to talk about the future flights. So IFR number 8, which is our next one, it's full ILS approaches without course reversal. So I think pretty early in the material here, they point out, yes, if you've survived the onslaught of new material in the past 2 IFR ratings, so 6 and 7, you'll find that this rating will not be quite as daunting as very little new material is covered. So I read that and went, whew. And indeed, it is mostly the only 2 things that are different. Is in number 7, I think we departed from an untowered field for the first time. IFR departure from an untowered field, but arrived at a towered field. This time they're switching that. So we're departing from a towered field, but arriving at an untowered field. So, I mean, the procedures are different on each end, so it's important that you know the distinctions of both of them. I will Jumperman. I'll address that as soon as I finish this thought. Otherwise, I'll never get to the end of it. So the one difference is which end the towered field is on is switched. But then the other one, the flight we did on Tuesday, number 7, introduced us to. It was our first ILS approach with a course reversal. So that was where the GPS actually flew us in that beautiful little teardrop turnaround, because we were flying outbound on the ILS heading, and then did a 180, and then intercepted the localizer again, and then flew the approach. So that was the first ILS approach with a course reversal we had done. So the difference this time is which end is towered, and it's a full, so there's actually 2 distinctions here. One is a full ILS approach. Up until the first 6 IFR flights, we were vectored approaches, where the controller was telling us what heading to fly to intercept the localizer, and we didn't have to worry about that. A full ILS approach means you don't have that. You have to figure out, based on the chart, what you need to do in order to find and intercept the localizer course yourself. So our first full ILS approach was last week. Was last week, and it had a course reversal. So this week, it's still a full ILS approach. We won't be getting help from ATC to find the localizer. But this time we don't have to do the course reversal. So anyway, so I don't want to jinx it by saying IFR number 8 is a piece of cake, because none of these are going to be a piece of cake, but it's at least a cookie. um, and I don't think we really need to do a lot of prep going through this one, but flight number 9, boy howdy. So we'll come to that in a moment, because Jumper Man asked about, I registered with my artist name. My artist name? I don't understand. I went through a phase where I wrote a couple of novellas and a few short stories, and got some of that published, and I wrote under a nom de plume. But for both VATSIM and BVA, I registered with my full name. I mean, Peter Mooney it is my name. It's not like a made up Twitch name. It's my actual name. Or perhaps that's a joke that's just gone right over my head, which that we all know that happens. But so Jumper Man, do I recommend those for those that don't have a private pilot license? Wait, do I recommend participating in the Wings program? Because I think that's what we were saying at the point you asked the question. I'm sorry I didn't notice it right away. Yes, Wings. Absolutely, yeah. So yes, the short answer is yes. What I would say about that is, so there's IRL, and there's IRL flying, and there's flying in the sim, and there are lots of people who fly in the sim and don't use ATC at all, and then there are a lot of people who fly in the sim and use VATSIM and soundtrack. There's what do I want to say about this? Yes, I recommend the training that's available, whether it's through BVA. There are other training opportunities. I keep intending, but not following through on doing the VAT USA training program as well. I'm signed up for it. I'm registered. I just haven't gotten myself into gear to using it. VATSIM has pilot ratings. I don't want to bore you with details, but if you create an account at VATSIM, as you can be a pilot or a controller or both, or an observer, although that's a whole other thing. But so if you're going to be a controller on VATSIM, there's a training program, and you work your way through it. I have no interest in being a controller, but this is what I've learned from people who do it. There are 6 basic levels, 7, maybe 8 for controllers. The first training that a person gets when they start training to be a VATSIM controller, they're working toward their S1 rating. So there are students. So student level 1, 2, and 3, S1, 2, and 3, and then with you're climbing the ladder of what you can control. So once you get your S1 rating, they'll turn you loose on doing clearance delivery, and I'm sketchy on what goes with each step, but I know S1s can do clearance delivery and maybe ground at smaller airports. And then at some point, they get trained on tower, and so it might be S2 where you can do tower at a small airport, and then S3. Again, I don't know what goes with what. Yeah, I'm wet. Yes, indeed. Charts and plates, the bane of my daily existence lately. So the S1, 2, and 3, the S is for student, and then C1, C2, and C3 are for controller 1, controller 2, controller 3. Um, I think, so Crafty Aviation, who's our center controller, I don't remember now, but I think he's a C1, and he's controlling center, which is like, I mean, because they do top-down coverage, when he logs in as Boston Center, he is responsible for covering everything in all of Boston Center. Dozens of airports, any high route, en route traffic that's just traversing the center, maybe, from Europe, but going to, Minneapolis, like everything. And then if, there may be other people may log on under him, like somebody might log into Boston Approach or Departure, or then like at Bradley, there's a lot of people who like controlling at Bradley. So why am I telling you all of this? That's the S1, S2, S3, C1, C2, C3. Then there's an I for instructor, and then I think there's something for supervisor, but at any rate, for pilots, there are also ratings. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you're a pilot and you become you create a VATSIM account, you're automatically a P0. And that basically just means VATSIM doesn't know anything about you. So you can participate in a VATSIM authorized training program, in which case you do whatever training materials the program offers, leading to a written test and a virtual check ride, at which point it's the sim equivalent of getting your PPL. So a P1 is equivalent to an IRL private pilot license. And then you can do more training and do another written test and take another virtual check ride to get your P2 in VATSIM, which is equivalent in real life to getting your instrument rating. And then P3 is equivalent to a commercial rating, and P4 is equivalent to your ATP, airline transport pilot rating. So I'm not really interested in progressing through that structure beyond the instrument rating. I mean, maybe commercial at some point, but being an airline pilot just doesn't appeal to me in any way, so I doubt that I would ever do the P4. But I definitely want to. So then what all of that digression was for was to get to the long answer for, do I recommend it if you don't have a PPL? Where that fits in is, if you do have an IRL license, you can, when you create your VATSIM account, you can send a copy of your paperwork to VATSIM, and they will grandfather you into whatever your IRL level is. So when I joined VATSIM, I sent them a copy of my license, and within a week, they had assigned me the P1 rating, even though I didn't do the VATSIM training program to get the VATSIM P1. So that's where I'm green in the aviation world and intend to get my PPL license hopefully this year. Woo! I feel like I could know better even in the sim world. Yeah, Jumper Band, that's awesome. I didn't know that you were planning to do that. That is really great. I highly encourage it. There's really nothing else. I will never forget my first solo, and my first solo long cross country, and then the hours after that were about 5 years or so after I got the license, before my income changed and I could no longer afford to fly. But yeah, that, all that poem, like that poem about, having slipped the surly bonds of earth. Oh my gosh. Pardon me. Good on you. Do it. If you've got the resources to do it, because there's nothing else like it. Yeah. So, that's the VAT USA is a VATSIM authorized training organization, meaning they can provide the training that VATSIM has approved, and then they can proctor the tests and then grant you your P1, P2, P3, P4 rating in VATSIM. So the only place I know where it makes a difference in the physical world is like if you use VATSPY to look and see where there's coverage and who's flying. And I love VATSPY. There's a lot that you can see about what's going on. But there's one panel where you can see a list of pilots who are flying. I mean, you can see a list of all 1,600 pilots who are in the air at the moment, anywhere above the planet on VATSIM. But like if you focus down to just like my current view, is there an easy way to put it over here? I think is there? No, there's not. Sorry. That's on the soundtrack. Take a note. VATSPY into OBS. There's when you're looking at a list of pilots, like if I'm looking at just Boston Center, I'll see a list above of which controllers are online, and then a list below of what pilots are online. And there's a column in the pilot section for pilot rating, and so it's for no matter where you look. Whether you're looking at the whole world or just a particular center or even just a particular airport, in the pilot list, you'll see that pilot rating column for the vast majority of people flying on VATSIM is blank, which could mean they've never had any real life or sim training. They've just, they're self-taught and they're on there flying and having a grand old time. It could be that person is an airline pilot who enjoys flying on VATSIM in their spare time and just couldn't be bothered with sending VATSIM the paperwork so that column would be filled in with their real life rating. So you can't tell a lot by that. And so when you look at me in the rating column, it says private pilot, and in fact in real life I'm also a private pilot. But if I finish the VATSTAR program and get my P2 rating, then in VATSPY, next to my name, it will say instrument rating. When in real life, I'm not instrument rated, but in the sim, in VATSIM, I am instrument rated. So there you have it. In under 17 minutes, everything you never wanted to know about how VATSIM works. And so my apologies if that was... is that up to date? Well, okay. Well, we only lost 7 viewers in the course of that, so it is what it is. Haha. So let's talk about IFR number 9. Okay, yeah. So you still have that on your screen. This IFR 8 we're not going to jinx by saying that it's a piece of cake, but IFR 9 is going to be. We're going to examine this and see just how terrified I should be, because I think it's pretty terrifying. So two brand new elements coming up very soon. One of them is obstacle departure procedures, and I've seen Tim Caesar fly these. This is not all, they don't come up all that often, but I've seen him do quite a few of them. I've seen other streamers. I've seen Conti do it flying an ODP, and other streamers. It depends whether or not you need to use one. Generally depends on the terrain around the airport. And so particularly in mountainous areas, and particularly untowered airports in mountainous areas, are going to have an obstacle departure procedure, and it's in place so that if you follow what's on the plate, you can depart that field safely. Oh, Jumperman, as you can see, I'm running off at the mouth a mile a minute. You did not slow me down, and I didn't. Again. The plan for today was to, talk about stuff and sort stuff out on the ground and get ready for flying some challenging flights next Tuesday. So didn't slow you didn't slow anything down. Yeah, I was hoping Sim Caesar was going to be here because I was going to tell him about getting the soundboard reconnected, and how difficult it was, but rather than wait for that, I'm going to go ahead and just say that, like, this the chart, or chart or plate for an obstacle departure procedure, which I'll digress only momentarily. If you've seen him fly one of these in his stream, then you've also seen me type in his chat the question, "You down with ODP?" Because I can't resist. My inner dad joke just always comes out. But when I actually, a couple days ago, after we finished number 7, and I saw what a breeze 8 was going to be, I came to look at 9, and I actually started looking at the plate for these. So this is what Moet said: know your charts, VNC, low altitude IFR, and approaches. Yeah. So these ODP plates, I had never really, like, focused in and tried to understand one, and there's a lot of complexity. It's hard. So this is the thing that I was going to say for SimCaesar. I'm not. Obstacle departure procedures are hard. They're very, very, very hard.
That's what she said.
I couldn't resist. Like, I tried to save it for SimCaesar, but I just had to let it go.
That's what she said.
Hey, oh, Finbar, hi, welcome on in. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. Right. So we're going to take a look at some ODP plates, and then the other thing is a circling approach. And this is what really terrifies me, because while on, like, ILS approach plates, figuring out the minimum altitudes on those just, like, pushed me right to the limit of what I can comprehend, let alone incorporate and actually perform. And with circling approaches, the minimums are all higher because they are. And so it's Jumperman, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Finbar. That's absolutely delightful of you. Yeah, so circling approaches. I guess let's dive in and take a quick look. And it probably won't take too long before I become so terrified that we'll just set this aside for now and pick a fun fly along place to go and fly to. But we're going from Laconia to Saratoga, and we're going to do an ODP to get to depart an untowered airport, and then also when we get to Saratoga, it's going to be our first approach that is not assigned a specific runway. So that's with the circling approach. We'll see that when we get a little further in here. That's a VOR. So like all the approaches we've done now it's been like, ILS runway 24 or ILS, runway 3. And most RNAV approaches are also for specific runways. But there are airports where, so like the one we're going to do here, it kind of spells it out a little bit further down the page here, but it's a VOR DME approach, meaning that you're using the radio signal off the VOR that's at or near the field, and then you're also using your DME, distance measuring equipment, in the plane to tell you how far away you are from the field. And so the VOR DME approach, I guess that's probably down here at the bottom. Is it with the procedure turn? No, that's getting into the circling approach. At some point, I thought it covered the fact that that's the Roque, and that's leaving. Okay. Well, at any rate, it's the approach we're going to fly is the plate is labeled VOR DME A. And I guess if there were one that was maybe, say, coming to the airport from a different direction, that might be VOR DMA-B. But the letter is only to identify them if there's more than one, and has nothing to do with the runway, because once you get to a certain point on the approach, I think this graphic kind of shows it pretty well. You're going to, you're coming in from over here, which is not lined up with any runway. So you're either going to essentially enter like a right downwind to come over this way, or you're going to enter a left downwind to come around that way, or you may just do a little sidestep over to like the straight in. Let's, I don't want to bore you with a whole lot here, but I do want to pull up a plate or two to look at, just to share how confronting they are. Oh, well, bearded CB, that's that. Well, thank you. It's it's co-education, because I'm getting educated myself, as we look at this. It says right here that neither of these procedures is overly complicated, but understanding the purpose is important. Let's see. That's about, yes. So let's see. Departing from an IFR untowered field surrounded by terrain that's covered in heavy fog, no visual reference, and ATC clears you as filed. Period. That's it. So that's an example of when you would need to use an ODP, the obstacle departure procedure, to get out of there safely. Right, and they do point out that, in some cases, there are also special takeoff and departure minimums. But so then you go to the link, and it's, I've seen some Caesar go to one of these before, where there's, you get a list of like every airport in the center that you're in that has an ODP. They're all just listed, and each one has an entry that looks like this, and it's amazingly detailed. There are only two runways, so it's either 8 or 26, and if you're taking off from runway 8, you need a minimum ceiling of 600 feet with 1 3/4 miles of visibility. If you're going the other way, though, the overcast can be all the way down to 300 feet as long as you have a mile. But also, when you're leaving that way, you have to be able to climb at a particular gradient, in this case 421 feet per nautical mile, till you get to 900 feet. So that's the minimum weather for taking off. And then there's an actual procedure. And again, there's two of them, depending on which way you're going. So if you're going to depart runway 8, you've got to climb to 2,500 on what's probably the runway heading. And then also the ENE is the identifier for a VOR or VORTAC. So it's this VOR radial 315 outbound. So you're climbing to 2,000 via this runway heading, and then continue climbing to 3,500 along this radial, and then when you get to 3,500, then you can turn on course and not worry about hitting anything on the ground, because you're high enough at that point. And if you're going out the other way to the southwest, you would climb, again, probably runway heading until you get so the mountains must be like to the north and east of this airport, because if you're taking off to the southwest, you only need to climb to 2,500 on runway heading, and then you can turn and head any direction you want. And then there's lots of lights, lots of notes for each runway about, obstacles that are, near the, I figured out on my, I'm pretty sure, DUR. I don't think this is pronounced DUR. I think it's the departure end of the runway. And so if it's near the departure end of the runway or close to the center line, there are copious notes about things that you're going to have to be sure to avoid while you're there. Ah, HRG Scoop, welcome back. Good to see you. Hi. So there's that's the ODP notes, and then right, follow the instructions, and then right, so there's a reference to the AIM, the Airman's information, or I'm sorry, is it the Air Missions Information Manual now? I don't know. But right, so they're just kind of restating here some of those things that we read up above. Then there's this other thing called an Oroka. I never even heard this term until I saw it here. But apparently what an Oroka is, it's like, if you're used to seeing the VFR chart, here, let's go oops, hello. We pull up a VFR chart. On a VFR chart, you may be familiar with these large, bold blue numbers where the first digit is bigger than the second one. And you can see they're not actually scattered about. They actually appear in an orderly fashion. It's hard to make out on here, but there are lines of longitude marked on the VFR chart. They're a little bit faint, a little bit hard to see, but then there are also lines of latitude marked on the chart. So all VFR charts are chopped up. Maybe they're easier to see if we zoom in a little. Right, so there's a line of latitude, and then here's one of the longitude lines. So all VFR charts are chopped up into these rectangular segments. So here's one. So that's one rectangle on the screen. And in the middle of that rectangle is this number, 22. And so what this number represents is, and I won't remember the right title for what this number is, because I think this is an MSA when it's on a VFR chart. This is telling us 2,200 feet. If you are within this rectangle, as long as you are at or above 2,200 feet, you're not going to hit anything on the ground. Oh, well, hey, there you go. There's got to be a thing on the no, I got to get to know what these buttons are. That might just be a yes. So yes, so it's saying the minimum safe altitude for this rectangle is 2,200 feet. There's something taller over here in this rectangle because you need to be up at 2,800 or above. And so they, but it's down to 1,400 here. So in this is kind of my home area. This is the airport where I trained. It used to be called Sanford Lee County. Now it's Raleigh Executive Jetport, which is probably part of why I can't afford to fly out of there anymore. But it's very close to RDU over here, which is a Class Charlie, as you can tell from the magenta rings. And so it might be, well, yeah, so there's these antennas, we always had to keep an eye out for those because they're a little over 2,000 feet. And I think that is the highest thing that's in this quadrant, and that's what's giving us this 2,200 feet here. So why did I bring that up? Oh, because this Oroka is new to me, but from what I've read so far, it seems that it works in a similar fashion. It references similar rectangular areas, and it's depicted in a similar way with the larger first digit. But there are some things about it that are different, and I don't remember now what those are. Okay, so it's saying, oh my gosh, we have a new follower. Hi, QLOP 201TT. Hi, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Oh, well, good. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy what you find here. Entering holding patterns. Absolutely not. No, we definitely will, but I don't think we're going to do that today. There's Dragon, hi, welcome back. Good to have you back. So we're doing is it Qualup or just Qlop? Any guidance would be. I'm happy to say it however you like to have it said. Um, if I know what that is. Yeah, I remember a couple of flights back. So we're doing this series of challenge flights, and each flight tends to introduce like new material. And I remember a couple of flights back where we it was the first time that we had what's called a hold in lieu of procedure turn. So it was an approach to an airport that had a hold depicted on the chart, but we weren't using the hold as a hold because the hold for this airport on this chart was in the same place where they would have put a procedure turn if there weren't a hold already on the chart. And so rather than depicting two things in the same place on the chart, it's called a hold in lieu of procedure turn, meaning all you're really doing is making the procedure turn, but you're using the parameters of the holding pattern to make the procedure turn. And at that point in the materials, they even kind of tongue-in-cheek said, we're not going to go into detail on holding pattern entry here because we will be going into it in excruciating detail in future challenge flights. So we're looking at IFR flight number 9 out of 24 today. And it's coming soon. It's maybe around 10, or I think it's either 10 or 11 that introduces a hold entry. So we will be doing that soon, but not today. And so Dragon, yeah, I'm not sure when we're going to, let's see, we're an hour in. We'll probably spend just a little bit more time just going over, this is the obstacle departure procedure, and then we'll take a little look also at the, now I can't even remember what the other that we're learning in number 9 here. Somebody help me out. Oh, circling approach. Yeah, by the time we get to circling approaches, I will probably have had enough, and we'll just go flying. Hey, Dragon, if you want to think about some place that would be cool for a fly along, maybe not too long a route, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 miles, something like that, then we will minimum turning altitude. I think that's one I haven't been introduced to yet. But we will, or is that something I've forgotten from my IRL VFR days? That might actually be. Hey, Sonic the Revenge. Welcome on in. Why is your name so familiar to me? Did I meet you in the Sim Caesar chat last night? I want to say yes. Minimum turning altitude is IFR. Okay. I look forward to learning about it then. Again, let's just kind of finish running through this ODP. So I think this Oroka works similar to the VFR minimum safe altitude, except it does note here that it gives you at least 1,000 feet of clearance. Or here, because it's in a designated. Nothing but blue skies do I see. I see blue skies. In fact, I see Vega blue skies. Hi, welcome on in. Good to have you here. We're just covering some prep material on obstacle departure procedures and that other thing that I'm so afraid of I can't even remember. Oh, dear Lord, circling approaches. Yeah, of course. I'm a gigantic pelican. I bathe and play. Giant waters I dip my beak in. Hi, Captain Pelican. Welcome to you as well. Of course you do, Vega Blue Sky. Why wouldn't you? Well, he's picky. He has to be really inspired. I love it when I get inspired, but perspiration also works. In your case, it was easy. I mean, blue skies, duh. Uh, but although I did take some time to select the one that I really liked best, and I thought worked well. Um, our friend Fenrir, friend of the channel, redeemed channel points. My apologies for there being so few options for using your channel points, and for the ones that there are being so lame. But one of the available channel point redemptions is order a sound command or order a text command, and he used his channel points to order a sound command, and he said he wanted Neil Patrick Harris singing "If Life Were More Like Theater." And so I couldn't pick. I narrowed it down to 4 clips, and I couldn't pick between them. So there's actually 4 different options for the exclamation point NPH command for Neil Patrick Harris. And yeah, Basil, I love musicals. I'm a stereotypical gay man. What can I say? I don't cut hair. Well, wait, actually I do. I don't cut other people's hair. But I do love musicals. My wrists are not noticeably limp. So enough about me. Sonic the Revenge. My head's damn again. Oh, okay, yeah. It's Sonic the Revenge. We all come into the sim at whatever point we do, and I was fortunate to come into Microsoft Flight Simulator, having gotten my private pilot license in real life 20 some years ago and flown for 5 years and then not come anywhere near an airplane. Hi, Cold Nebo, welcome. But that's where it's you are where you are, and you'll learn as you learn, and the main thing is to have fun doing it, right? So speaking of fun, it's an Oroka. I don't think we need to belabor that part of the obstacle departure procedure any further. And what is this about a procedure turn though? Because that looks like we must have moved on to our approach. Oh yeah, here we are. We are moving on. So that's what is Pezzy? I am so sorry. Everything's happening all at once, so I'm distracted, and it apparently maxed out the sound throughput of the graphics card because we got the horrible buzzing again. My apologies for that. But oh my gosh, Pezzy, thank you so much for the bits. That's just delightful. And Pezzy, welcome on in. It's good to see you here. And Rayburn. Oh my gosh, Rayburn. It's great seeing you. It's been I missed you so terribly for so long, and it's great seeing you every now and then. It is not St. Patty's Day yet. St. Patty's Day is tomorrow. At least in my time zone, it's another 10 hours till 10 hours to go till St. Patty's Day. But I'm not going to be on Twitch tomorrow, so I went ahead and wore my favorite Ireland shirt. You can't see the Ireland part down there, can you? But it does. It's got Ireland on it. It's already St. Patty's Day in Japan. I'm guessing they don't turn Tokyo Bay green, but yes, it would be already there. Only 4 hours away for you. That's right. 16, 20. Yeah, it's that weird 2 weeks of the year where we're only 4 hours apart. And then on the 26th, I think, we'll be back to 5 hours apart. But I digress. Again, apparently, just like that first call up to a controller every time I fly on VATSIM. I do everything I possibly can to avoid it. I think I've done everything I possibly can to avoid looking at my first ever circling approach. And for those of you who just came in, we're hold the phone. We have been looking at the materials for Wings IFR 9, even though we have not yet done Wings IFR 8. 8 looks, I did not jinx it by saying it looks like a piece of cake, because I was afraid of what appears to have just happened. And what appears to have just happened is that someone appears to have logged on to Boston Center, which means we get to fly flight number 8 today, or that's at least we can try. So I think we should shift gears. I think that's the ultimate way of my avoiding having to look at this circling approach that I'm highly resistant to. So for now, let's say goodbye to Wings IFR 9, and we can go back to IFR number 8, although I don't know that we really need to go back to, I don't even know where I just went. There's the flights. I'll pull this up just for reference, though I don't think we're really going to need it. It's Hartford to Laconia with a full ILS approach when we get to Laconia. And the only thing that's different from what we've done before is it's a towered field and an untowered field, and the only thing is they switched which is the departure and which is the arrival. I think on Tuesday we departed untowered and arrived towered. Yes, that's right. So for number 8, we're leaving from the same place. We're departing the towered field at Hartford, where we landed on Tuesday, but then we'll be doing a full ILS approach at Laconia, but no course reversal when we get there. So should be reasonably straightforward, and I think there's no guaranteeing how long this center controller will stay on, and the flight could take an hour, and it's going to take me. We'll see if soundtrack start a timer. We'll see just how quickly I can. Who mentioned VFR number 5 soundtrack? I don't have a boo button on here, do I? But oh no, wait, VFR number 5 I think actually deserves a okay. So we know how long it takes me to set up an airplane, so I think we should just dive right in and do it. So maybe let's get out of there and back into here, and we can go ahead, and we know we're going to depart out of Hartford, and that's all we really need to. Oh no, it's KH. Gotten so used to there's the FAA preferred route database. Let me see what the wind's doing before I. Well, that's okay. Bear with me one moment while I pull up a. Does Hartford have an ATIS? Just because it has a tower does not mean that it necessarily has an ATIS. 15. This is. What are you doing? Stand by. ATIS K. GFD. It does not. Okay, so METAR K. HFD. Yes, there we go. So what do we got? 320 at 9. So yes, looks like we'll probably be departing 2, which means we want to. The closest we can park is here. Come on. Boop. There we go. All right. Let's go flying. So so soundtrack, do you know how to edit commands from the chat? Because I don't. It's so easy for me to do them in. Oh, good. So if you could put in, well, actually, no, before you put in a route command, let me actually get the route, because we do need to make a couple of, okay, so the sim's loading. Let me just grab the METAR for Laconia as well. Laconia, yes, 29008. Okay, similar winds, similar visibility both places. Looks like no clouds to worry about. Okay, right. So the weather's looking fine. Then let me grab, let's see. Ooh, I think the easiest and quickest way to get my flight plan is that uh, I already did it. I just need to reopen it. HFD to LCI, HFD to LCI. There it is. Let me get that open. Oh no, that's not the one we want. Yeah, okay. So give me 1 sec to go back to here, because they specified a tech route, and I definitely need to fly the route that they specify if I want to. Oh, right. Let's see. Right, so it's Keen and then T295 to Con. Okay, so let me do that. And let's see, is there going to be an easy way to, let's see, I can put it in there. So then that's a, oh, oh, I could do that, couldn't I? Let's see. Here and here, and then here, and oh, ay, ay, ay. Here and there, and then I can paste that in so Samtrack can find it, and it's Hartford to Laconia. Oops. So that's the route sound tracking. If you don't mind transforming that into a route command, that would be super. While I try and figure out, so I've started using SimBrief, and it's great, and I love it, and it automatically fills out my flight plan for VPilot to file with VATSIM, except it messes up a couple things. So I just have to figure out a quick. Give me 1 sec to this will work. Wait, no, wait, no, here we go. Oh, there we go. So yes to that, and then I can go here. I spun that. Welcome in. Boston Center just came online a few minutes ago. We're going to see if we can't hop on and get a flight going before they go off. So just bear with me, and let me see if I can't get this one fixed up. Where is it? Hartford, Laconia. I'll go back there, and then I can paste that in, and its IFR number. Oh my gosh, we're getting a new follower. This is IFR 8. Here we go. Flying Eli. Hi. Your name rings a bell. I can't quite place from where, but I think we must have crossed paths in some Twitch Flight Sim stream chat at some point. Oh, and gosh. Hi, Planet Neutral. Welcome on in. I hope you like that. Hey, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you had that icon. Is that the Hey Now? Is that the Hey Now being referenced by your Hey Now icon? Or is your Hey Now icon just a generic Hey Now? Because that would be like too weirdly, uh, no way. No way. So I'm sure there's a scientific explanation, like my subconscious registered that that you had that icon. The only thing my conscious mind knew was that I wanted a dead song for your welcome sound, and I just kind of went browsing through dead songs because I'm sadly, and I loathe to be admittedly not really a Deadhead. I mean, there's plenty of their music that I love, but I'm not a Deadhead. But I was just like, went looking through dead songs, and fairly near the top of the list I was looking at, I was like, oh, I love that song. I don't care if he likes it or not. I love that song, so that's the one I'm going to use. Okay, cool. I'm going to try and stay focused here because we're going to try and get this IFR number 8 done while Boston Center is still on. So let's see. What's our departure time going to be? It's currently 2019, so we're trying. If we're lucky, we'll be off by 2045. And time in an hour and 35. Hang on. Wait a minute. I gotta go. I don't think this is that long a flight. Let me I know I've got. I know I saved it in SkyVector as well. Oh, please tell me I saved it in SkyVector. I didn't. Fine. Soundtrack, we'll do it live. Might as well go back over here then for the moment, rather than. So we're going Hartford to Laconia. And we're doing that via, what did I say? Keene. And then T295. And then, oh no. Wrong field. Fly much, Mooney? Here we go. And then T295. Sorry, T2905. And then con. I think that's it. Let's see. Let's go back to world low over here. And what does this give us? That's Laconia. Is Hartford down here? Uh-oh. Oh. Thanks, Gold Nebo. I forgot we had that one. Sunjammer ordered up that command. The stream title is deceiving. IFR number 8 and or prep for 9. We did the prep for 9, and now we're going to fly number 8. There is a giveaway. There is a new command, and we're on the North Europe server. In what way is there more than one new command? I only knew about the professional. Planet Neutral, thank you so much for renewing your subscription. That's really super. I appreciate it a great deal. Oh, you needed that surprise today. All right. Well, I needed that resub today. So you got chocolate in my peanut butter. No, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. Command. Oh. Oh, now I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry. I missed that. Okay. Right. Yes, if it's, well, I should probably either add the S or take off the exclamation point, one way or the other. But this is not getting us in the air. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive, but I'm not going to take the time to edit the stream title right now because I want to see if we can get on while there's still time to do our flight before they decide to go off. So this was the main thing I wanted to know. 128 miles. That's what I thought. So why does my flight plan say, I know we're going to cruise around 150, so this is like a 50-minute flight, not an hour and a half flight. Um, uh, I'll file for an hour, but it's not going to take us an hour. It might be an hour block time. Um, and it's IFR, so I don't know why SimBrief gave me a VFR altitude, but that's not right. And it is our direction of flight is easterly, so I think we're going to go to 5,000. I think is going to get us what we need. And I'm sorry you can't see the flight plan window, but I'm going to save it for the moment, but come back after I've gone back over here to take a look at a few things. So Hartford, we're going to want the airport diagram. We don't need that open anymore. There is a departure, but we are not going to need it. So then I think the next thing we need after that is, what are we doing? It's an ILS into, oh dear, I gotta say yes to that. I think we are doing the ILS into well, it's okay. I tell you what, let's go back over here and look at Laconia first. Oh, and there's not an airport diagram for Laconia. I remember that now too. So we'll just open the main page for Laconia so we can at least tell what the runway orientation is. And it's 8 and 26. And the winds are at 290, so we're going to be landing 26. And oh, well, we're going to be landing, wait, what did I do? We're going to be landing whatever is there. What do we got? The ILS is for 8. There's an RNAV GPS for 26, but this is let's go back here and just make sure that I understand what we're going to be doing, because I think we guess we can do. We could use the ILS to get down to minimums and then circle to land. So, I guess it's my bad for thinking we were definitely not going to do this flight today. I'm sorry, Mustix. Hi, welcome on in. I'm hyper excited and a little scattered because I thought we weren't going to have a chance to do a flight today, but Boston Center logged on. Oh dear Lord, it's been 20 minutes already, and we don't even have the engine started. But that's because I am stumbling over planning the flight. So we're going to fly the full ILS runway at approach. Beginning from con. On the approach course. Yeah, there's not a procedure turn. Therefore, can't fly with procedure turn because there's not one. Con's the IIF. Right, so that's why we don't need a or transition because it's already on the route. Can be flown as an ILS or a localizer. Okay, right. And then, does it say anything about circling? Because it really doesn't. So that's, I'm not crazy about that, and I see a lot of stuff going by in the chat that I'm missing, but 5,000 is inside your MEA. Oh, yeah, you're right. I need to look at the en route chart to see what the MA, because we're on a T route in there. Steam spring sail, good. What else did I miss? Hey, Mystics. Oh my gosh. Huh. Wow. Good luck with that. Are you I hope you're not leaving the area. But yeah, that's huge. So yep, there's categories for the approach. I would have thought, yeah, no, fuel planning is fine. Oh, no. Well, that's interesting. So it says right here, the choice of approaches and destinations is yours. Well, that's okay. So I think that answers that question. We are not going to attempt the ILS 8 with winds with a 10 knot tailwind, because that's silly when there's a perfectly good what was the other thing that we had here? We had an RNAV GPS 26. So we're going to request that. And then if he says that that won't qualify for the Wings program, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So that's Hartford. Is this our? Yep, here we go. So here's our RNAV GPS 26. It's a long enough flight that I can probably study this in route. We'll take a quick look here. Okay, above 3,000. And then, okay, only have NVA. No, there's circling minimums too. Oh, which interestingly are the same for category A. Oh, but with a, oh, I'm supposed to know what that second one down there is. This could turn into a complete dog's breakfast, but you know, it seems that the most watched VODs are the ones that are complete disasters. So that should be fine. Just make sure I have a general idea of what's going on here. So that's Limer, Koshi, Zurat, Redzi. Is Khan depicted on here? Because we're, let's see, Resdi, FAF, Zurat, Koshi. Limer is the initial approach. Okay, well, so then that kind of throws me off about knowing what to file. Well, let's see. So let me see if I can see Limer and where that is up here. So Khan was going to bring us in this way. Ooh, is Limer listed on here? You would think it would have to be low altitude for it to be. Let's see. What if I put it in up here? Will that let me, will that show me where it is? Oh, it's over there. And it's not depicted. This is one of the things I'm not crazy about with SkyVector. GPS waypoints. And I can go, if I go to the World High, it's also not on there. There's no reason it would be on the VFR chart, and of course it's not. So I don't know what to make of that. Anybody more experienced than me who does know what this is about there being a GPS waypoint here that's not depicted on the chart in SkyVector, am I gonna have to get Navigraph? I was looking at that earlier today. I'm probably gonna have to bite the bullet, and because Navigraph includes JEP charts, right? So go on route high. Well, I looked at on route high. Is that? Oh, I looked at world high. So on route high. It's right on the edge of that one. It's in the middle of this one. I don't see no Limer. Banger.
That's what she said.
Okay. Let's see. But at any rate, it's over there. And so if I'm okay. Too much time on SimStream. Yeah, I suppose. It's on the approach plate for the approach. Yes. Oh, and this is an en route chart. So a fix that really only pertains to the approach would not be depicted on the en route chart. Excellent answer. November 321 Tango Fox. Thanks, and good to see you again. All righty, and so let's. So Texas One Flyboy, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Oh, I'm so sorry about the ads. I have set them to everything that I can turn off for ads, I have turned off. I think there's no way to avoid the pre-roll ads. Like when you first click on the stream, I think everybody who's not a subscriber gets a pre-roll ad, and I don't think there's anything any affiliate can do about that. I don't know about partners. Oh my gosh! Oh, Cold Nebo! Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. It's very generous of you. I appreciate it. Um, so everything that I can turn off as far as ads that occur during the stream, I have turned off or set to the lowest possible thing that Twitch will allow me, and as a result of that, this is only my 4th month, or I guess really I've had 3 months as an affiliate, and that has brought me $2 a month in ad revenue, and I promise you, if I could tell Twitch to keep that $2 and take off the ads, I would absolutely do that. But they don't give me that option. So my apologies for the ads. Okay. So, and again, November 321 Tango Fox, thank you so much for that perfectly logical answer that I could have probably figured out myself had I, relaxed and thought about it for a moment. So I'm fine filing to con here, and sometime before we get there, I'll make my approach request, which is going to be for this RNAV GPS, and then he'll do whatever he does. There, I'm supposed to fly the full approach, so he'll probably just clear me for the approach. Okay, and okay. Oh, but we did need to check Tech 295. For the MEA, I think. Oh, and that's the other thing is that this. So here's another point of frustration. The route. Let's see. Yeah. So you can see this on. Well, minus Limer here, which is not. I'm not gonna include in my route here. This is the route that BVA. Hi, Siren. Thank you so much for 25 bits. I appreciate it. This is the route they want me to file. Keen T295 con. So, Keen, I think so. So highlight Keen here, and there it is. And so, so from Keen, so that's, okay. My confusion. So it is on Keen where we get onto this T295 route, and that is 5,000. I can't see. Yes, okay. So 5,000, and I need to read about these T routes because I know Victor Airways, and you, sir, are no Victor Airway. But that's to, so this is the ConVOR, so it's really just this one little stretch of T295 that we're on here. But 5,000, so 5,000 is an easterly, east is odd, west is even odd. Yeah, so 5,000 is so I'm good filing 5,000. What, I don't remember what, you either asked a question or I think maybe you were just pointing out to me that, so. It's a Victor. Oh, it's so, gotcha. Oh, Kilo Zebra, hi, welcome on in. Good to see you. Gotcha. So like a Victor Airway, but with RNAV instead of ground base. Okay, cool. Let me go back to my flight plan and see if it's ready to file. So IFR, slant golf. Hartford to Laconia, MHT for, I can never remember, I think that's Bedford. That's called something else, like Manchester or something. Called Nebo, this is your neighborhood. But departure time 2045, well, that was optimistic. So we'll call that 2100. And then hour en route, fuel, we're taking full tanks today, sorry. We just are. That's 5 hours. Cruising 150. Altitude 5,000. Wings IFR number 8. Streaming on Twitch. Keen 295. Con. That's ready to go. File. Flight plan. Okay. Flight plan filed. Oh, flight plan not filed because we're not connected to the network. VATSIM connected. Okay. All right. We are connected. Back to flight plan. And file flight plan. And flight plan filed. Okay. So, just to check in on VATSIM again. Yep, 33 minutes he's been on now. And so we will see if we can proceed apace here. Where are we? I think it's time to jump in the airplane and get this thing going. So, ready to fly. Hello. Thank you. So, almost never get the cursor focused on the airplane when, and I didn't get any of that set. Thank you. Can never get the cursor to when you have that ready to fly down here. Never mind. What are we doing? We are gonna make sure we're fully fueled. Probably not. We're not. Thanks for the fill up. And oh, is that Dragon? Hi. That could be an AI craft, but that looks like the one that the horrible model matching usually puts Dragon in for me. Okay, so we got live weather on. That should be good. And that's early enough in the day, so okay, we don't need to do anything there. Alrighty then. So that's weight and weather. Let's go to the EFB and get the GTN 750 in. Hello. Hello, tablet. Goodbye, tablet. Okay. There's our GTN 750. That's not what I wanted. Let's get rid of these guys. And that everything that we need to do. Yep, those are just like to make sure that everything is synced up on the Bravo and Alpha before we do anything else. Okay, that should all be ready for us to do the before start checklist. So, controls, free and correct. Let's see, we got elevator, we got aileron, we got rudder. That's all looking good. Trims set for takeoff. It's usually like at least a little tweak or two more upward than they set us. That's good. Flaps are not up. Oh, wait, yes, they are. I was looking at the wrong thing. Speed brakes retracted. Check parking brake on. Yes. Make sure it's working because sometimes that has trouble syncing with the Alpha. Fuel selector. Side per clock. I'm going to go ahead over to the right because it's by the time we get there, it's going to be that time of day. Let's see. Throttle closed. Prop full forward. Mixture idle cutoff. Altimeter set. Is it? Let's see. I'm trusting the B key. Am I, or am I going to go I'll take a peep over here that's Laconia. This is Hartford. Is it up to date? Yes. 29902. And is that what we got on here? Not by a long shot. Okay, interesting. So why would that not be? What about you, B key? Nope. Okay, well. Oh, wait. Oh, 299er2. It is set. Welcome on in, Piano Flight. Oh my gosh. Piano Flight. I didn't know you were not flying. I didn't know you were not following. Thanks for the follow. That's awesome. And welcome in. Cold Debo, that's so totally not true. Well, I mean, in my case, if I can play it slowly, eventually I can play it quickly, but not right off the top. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I should send me a whisper or DM about that, because that sounds like something I would probably enjoy, and I've never heard of two set. Okay. None of this is getting us in the air. But Piano Flight, good to see you. Welcome. We're about to we're hoping to do the BVA Wings IFR number 8 flight from Hartford to Laconia, if we can get ourselves ready to go and in the air before Boston Center decides to close. So we're doing the before start checklist. We were down to prop, mixture, altimeter, master, alternator, and avionics all off. Switches off. Are they off up here as well? They should all be off. Everything's off up there. Breakers not modeled by Carnado. Gear is down. After start, before start checklist complete. Engine start checklist. Throttle full open. Mixture rich. Master on. Alternator on. Master caution off. Annunciators test. I gotta slide over that way a little. They got the button. There we go. Beautiful. Beacon on. Fuel pump on. Did we hear it start up? Let me know if you can't hear the airplane sounds. Where I've made the mistake of looking at chat. Fuel pump on. That's where we were. Throttle back to idle. Clear prop. Hi, Dragon. Sorry to keep you waiting. And then that's it. We're good to start. So, oh, it cranks right up. I love it when it cranks right up. Hello? There we go. Okay. All righty then. So after start check, oil pressure in the green arc, it is. Oil temp will come up gradually. Volt ammeter. Oop, got it here. Volt ammeter. Our battery is charging. We are in good shape there. Suction within limits. We got 4.4 inches of suction, which may not sound like a lot of suction, but it's clearly adequate because our instrument has become erect. And then our fuel pump can come off. Engine instruments, they're all looking where I would expect them to look at low idle. And fuel flow indicator, yeah, that's fine. Transponder to standby. So let's go over to the GPS. And why is it not on? Oh, because I didn't turn the avionics master on. Why is the... Wait a minute. Did I miss something? It was avionics off up there. Throttle mixture master there. And oh, I forget you can't see my checklist. Throttle was oh, fuel flow indicator, then avionics master on. It was it had been a snake, blah blah blah. So let's get a little closer over there. Hi, welcome, Peter Mooney. Okay, let's get going in here. So Hartford, we're going to Keene, and then oh, I think is this the this is weird. Yeah, the T295 airway I think is not in here. Is that what I'm remembering from? Yeah, no, it's a 393 is in here. And I think I figured out a way to fake it out before and do this. So keen. If I put it, wait, so that's right. So wait. So keen, we make that turn, and then the next turn is a con. We don't need it in here. That's what I figured out the previous time. Oh, wait, airway. Yeah, no, it's the only one. So far, I think each of the last 4 or maybe even 5 of the flights that we did for this Wings program has involved some navigational element that was not in the TDS GTN-XI 750 database because the database is a year and a half old. So before starting these flights, I was perfectly fine with year-old data 6 months ago. But I'm finding myself less and less enamored of that aspect of the TDS. And I'm wondering, like, will they ever do an update? I mean, like, 9 months from now, will I be flying with 2.5-year-old data? That's not going to work. So I don't know. But at any rate, that is going to give us the same route that we would have had if we had. Come on, I just want to see it all. Right. So this is the leg that is T295, and it's the same leg whether the GPS knows that it's called that or not. So, okay. So that's set up in here. Let's get some frequencies in. Oh, there's so we're going to do, we're not going to do that ILS. So I don't need to look up the ILS frequency for there, which I wouldn't need to do. My philosophy is if I can do it on the ground before I start, I will. And there's no other nav aid frequency we're going to need in there. But at any rate, all of that's moot because we're going to need, let's see, we're towered here, so I don't even really need the, all I need is Boston Center, which is 134.7. So that's in there. And there they are. How are the levels? Can you hear them? Can you hear me over them if I'm talking while they're talking? Because that's important. So if you could let me know on that. And he's been on for 45 minutes now. We'll just pray that he's planning on being there for another hour. If not, we will fly this route anyway. But so let me get a piece of paper ready. Does this guy sound nice? I hope he's having a good shift. Oh, buddy. He called that person buddy. I already feel better. Let me just take a quick peek over here at what he's coping with. He's got 38 flights. That's reasonably busy. Depending on how many of those 38 are people who need to be called buddy. Oh, goodness. Huh. That's interesting. Ooh. Conti will sort... Wait, is Conti going to sort something for me? Because I've completely missed chat from over there. Or is that to somebody else altogether? After start checklist goes, yeah. Been a snake, it would have said. Names. Pliskin, Gold Nebo. Updating the... Oh, really? So... that's great. If there's a way to do it legally, I would love it. Well, Piano Flight, sorry. It drives me crazy having them in here when I'm not talking to them. So it's the TDS GTN XI 750. It's not a question of the aircraft, it's a question of the GPS itself. And it's TDS, so there's the PMS 750 and the TDS 750. And the PMS, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be getting the flight in the air. PMS, I think, does update with AirAct data, but it's also not. So TDS, this is the actual Garmin trainer, and that's why it's, so TDS licensed the trainer, but I guess they would have to pay for a license for however many thousand users they have who are using the trainer for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, I mean, I think that's where the yeah, I didn't see it either. Oh, I see. It tells me I can click to show. I thought I usually could see them before. Huh, that's weird. Oh, that was you. It let you delete your own message? You're going to have to, so, Soundtrack, take a note, because I need to know how to do that when I'm moderating in another chat, because, okay, I'm going to now pay no attention to chat until we're ready to taxi. Please excuse me. I'm going to go back to the flight here. Let me get zoomed in here to where we can see what's going on with the airport. We're expecting probably 2-0, because what were the rains? What were the rains here? No, they're not rains. Yeah, winds are 320. So we're oh wait, winds are 320. That's 36. 4, 32. Yeah, I would rather have 2. So that's great. So we're going to expect runway 2, which is probably going to be via, looks like probably Alpha all the way down. So that's good. 'Cause it's 320 at 9, 10 miles clear, 12.5. Okay. I think that means I'm ready to call. Okay. Deep breath. And put the frequency back in. And cough and clear my throat. Pardon me one moment.
4131 Charlie, okay. Your radar service terminated.
Okay.
Come back again. Thank you for the service.
Is that gonna? Yep, that's gonna do that. Didn't mean to do that. Reset that. Okay. We're fine. Okay, so he's sounding a little busy. We'll get in as soon as we can. And
Boston Center, Chatter 429.
Chatter 429 Boston, ident.
hi, Jeffrey. That's your welcome sound. I hope you like
Chatter
it.
429 did depart VFR. We couldn't get through to you.
Chatter 429, no problem. Thanks to your radar contact. Climb maintain 16,000.
16,000, Chatter 429.
American 401, I didn't forget about you, just getting that aircraft out of the departure corridor. Winds 31012, gust 20, runway 33 left, clear for takeoff.
33 left, clear for take American 401.
United 5 is holding at taxiway Alpha, ready for taxi.
United 5, runway 33 left, taxi Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
You said 33 left, correct?
Yes.
United 5 taxiing to 33 left via Alpha Charlie, United 5.
Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha IFR clearance to Laconia for Wings IFR number 8.
8080 Alpha Boston, Wings IFR 8's approved, clearance on request, standby.
Woohoo!
Number 3, Mike Juliet, clear.
That means he's planning to stay on. Yay! A piece of paper ready here.
Good afternoon, Boston Center, 42 Victor, looking for IFR granting Boston.
Oh, they're a bit low, aren't they? Okay.
Request, standby.
Speaking to 24 at Nantucket, take care, 3042.
Okay, 3042 up in Nantucket, taxi straight in on Charlie, have a good day.
How about now?
Straight in, Charlie, thank you for service, take care. Yes, 3042.
Oh, Fenrir, hi.
Boston Market 401's at 18.
Quick, what else did I miss?
Market 401, radar contact, climb
Before he starts talking to me.
00.
Oh, I think I saw
Well,
it.
200, Market 401.
Number 3, Mike Juliet.
Drunk with
Boston
power,
Field
that's
will now be at
hilarious.
12 to 1 o'clock in about 11.5 miles, Port Field in sight.
Okay.
And we have Phil for Cessna 3 Mike Juliet.
3 Mike Juliet, thank you. Proceed inbound, runway 27, via for altitude, your discretion.
Proceed inbound 27 via for altitude discretion for 3 Mike Juliet, thanks.
Sounds like they're giving him a minute.
Yeah, Boston Center, good afternoon. Cessna 117 November 7000 Bravo, just out of Norwood. We're going to give you a shout to request a transit through the class Bravo.
November 700 Sierra Bravo. The field you just departed is a towered field, and I do have lots of busyness going on in the A90 sector right now. So you should have just given me a call. I know it's busy, but you gotta help me a little bit. Squawk 470.
United 5 is
How about
holding
simulator
runway
sounds?
4 Lima.
Number 8 Bravo Whiskey. Turn left heading 140. Climb maintain 4000.
140, climb maintain 4000, 8 Bravo Whiskey.
I'm barely
5,
getting
you're already told to cross 4 left.
engine at
Instructions
all.
to
How
hold
about
short
you?
4 right.
What if we go outside?
Holding short 4 right. My bad, thank you. United 5.
November 0 Sierra Bravo
Okay.
cleared.
Let's see what I can do
Through the
about that.
Boston class Bravo airspace via proceed direct the Boston Logan Airport and then direct Beverly Field. Maintain VFR at or
So
below
there's
2000,
idle.
the Boston altimeter 29085.
Okay, 2985, clear to the cross Bravo via
And
direct
that's
Boston.
indoors.
Direct, Beverly.
Outdoors.
Maintain VFR all times out or below 2000, Sierra Bravo.
0 Sierra Bravo, thank you. American 401, climb maintain.
Are they still low for you, or?
28 American 401. Net 8 Bravo Whiskey, expect ILS 24 approach into Martha's Vineyard.
Expect the ILS for 24 approach, 8 Bravo Whiskey.
United 5, cross runway 4 right, hold short 27 at Charlie.
Crossing 4 right, holding short of 33 left.
Number 8080 Alpha, clearance available, advisory to copy.
Ready, 80 Alpha.
Number 80 Alpha, clear to Laconia Airport via radar vectors Keene, then as filed. Climb maintain 2000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after departure, and the squawk 5322.
Cleared to Laconia, radar vectors Keen, then as filed, climb 2000, expect 10,000 after. Wow, oh, wait, sorry. 2000, expect 5,000 after in 10, and squawk 5322, 8080 Alpha.
80 Alpha, readback is correct. The Hartford altimeter 29902, advisory taxi runway 2.
Wilco, 80 Alpha.
Number 8 Bravo Whiskey, cleared direct
Okay.
choppy.
I think I got that down.
Choppy.
Speaking of
5,
choppy,
cross
whew.
runway 27.
Okay. Where are we
runway
going? We're
27.
going. Oop, for a moment, that was weird. I had a moment where I felt like we were moving. We're trying to find our cursor. There's our cursor. All righty. So we got 5322,
Victor, thanks for your patience.
Fife,
Cleared to Boston Logan
Tree,
Airport via Bradley 6 departure. Vectors Putnam, then as
22.
filed.
There we go.
Maintain 4000, squawk 4677.
Altitude.
Alright, 42 Victor, clear
And
Bradley 6.
there we
Vector
go.
Putnam,
Okay.
then as
So that's on
filed.
standby.
And squawking
Oh,
4677.
soundtrack. Remind me later, like after the flight's over, or maybe in flight. Remind me to tell you about the weird thing with the GPS yesterday. But the main story is what I did something. I had a first time ever thing yesterday that was kind of exciting, and that I wanted to remember to tell people about. Kevo Zenji, hey!
Winds Boston 310 at 12, gust 20, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear line 27 for out there, make sure that.
Center 172 Alpha Pop, we got the general aviation ramp, ready taxi with information Delta.
Number 2 Alpha Papa, runway 33 left, taxi Bravo, Charlie.
Kevo Zenji, hey, welcome on in.
Short, runway 4 right.
We're just trying to get off the ground here for Wings IFR number 8. And we want to look at,
Charlie.
we're going to be flying,
November 0 Sierra Bravo,
runway
turn right
heading
8090.
is,
090, Sierra Bravo.
well, we're expecting
Number 8 Bravo Whiskey.
2, which is going to be close enough.
I'm so sorry, but by any chance, can we have direct to Beak?
Okay,
What's
so
wrong
that's
with choppy?
fine.
I'm not seeing it on my flight. Thank you.
ILS 24 approach into Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. 8 Bravo Whiskey.
United 5 is ready for takeoff on 33 left.
Okay, where are we? Okay, so that's a squawk. Got the CDI, and the CDI's bugged up. We can let's get some lights on here. We got landing and taxi, nav and recognition. Those are all good to go. Let's make sure our brakes are working. Let me get some feet on the pedals here. So parking brake off. And oops, those are working all.
Center 42 Victor. I
That's
can
good.
make Sierra 2.
Oh, and then so that's the other thing I wasn't quite like. Where
Sorry, what
are we
was that,
here?
buddy? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
42 Victor, I can depart Sierra 2.
And we
and
can duck out that little thing right there on our left. I'm pretty sure is going to work. Okay, so that's good.
42 Victor, on departure flight runway heading 33 at Syracuse.
That's yep. That's before taxi, and the engine's been running so long we're not going to do a run up, and it's just after the top of the hour and we're already on the right tank, so that's all good. Yep, I think we
All
are
right, Bravo Whiskey, you're able to find that fix now?
ready to call for taxi.
Still looking, but I think I got a Bravo Whiskey.
Lufthansa 403, leave my airspace. Moncton closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Lufthansa 403. Have a great day.
You know what? I actually should, now that I think about this call, I should tell him, is it, oh, is that really, wait, so is, oh yeah, Charlie. Yeah, because that's not even labeled. So we'll tell him we're on the
Hey, Bravo Whiskey.
ramp
we
off
got
Charlie. That's good.
Right, Bravo Whiskey, very good.
Okay.
Cross choppy at 2000, cleared ILS 24.
Okay.
Cross choppy at 2000.
All right, then. Hey, like the program. Welcome on in. Good to see you.
November 42 Victor, radar contacts the altitude.
2300.
42 Victor, thank you. Turn rate heading 060, climb maintain 9,000.
060, and up to 9000.
Potential aircraft in and out of Boston. ATIS information Echo is now current. Altimeter is 2985. November 0 Sierra Bravo, turn left heading 040.
That's 04000 Bravo.
Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha on the ramp off Charlie at Hartford, taxi.
80 Alpha, runway 2, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 29er.
2 via Alpha, cross 29er, 8080 Alpha. Okay, that was easy enough. And he doesn't actually care where we are, so I think we're gonna nip over on that one. We're Dragon. Dragon, is that you? You're close enough that I'm not seeing your nameplate, but I think that's you. Oh. There we go. And I think this is Alpha. Wait, are there two? No, there's only one. So this is, I'm confusing it with where we were on Tuesday. I don't even remember now where that was.
Approach into Hanson.
It is Dragon. Hi.
23 approach, Chatter 429.
Alrighty, here we go. You know, this may be a long enough taxi for me to get my story out about yesterday. So yesterday, something occurred that has never happened to me before. It was just an idea popping in my head, but it was an idea that if you had told me a year ago that this idea would pop into my head, I would have said there's absolutely no way. So I was just sitting at my desk, minding my own business, working on some stuff for the channel, and this thought popped up. It just said, you know what would be fun? You know, you could see if there's any centers on, and you could just go do an IFR flight on VATSIM. That sounds like fun. Would never have believed that thought would occur in my head, but it did, and so I did it. It's Cleveland Center was on, so I went and cooked up an IFR flight plan, and let's see, are we getting down near?
Holding short.
I can't tell where we are because yikes.
95.
I'm guessing we have to do a little jog to the right here, but
16,000 feet and give you radar identification.
You did give me 16,000.
Okay, just double checking.
okay, we got to jog to our
Okay.
left here. That's what I was thinking, but just like to double check. Hello, there we go. Yeah, so I went Buffalo to Erie, and it was great. Had a blast. The controller was really nice. The frequency was busy, and it was great practice. Okay. Here we go, around the corner. Alpha. And then,
Chatter 429.
is
proceed
this...
direct Lawrence,
Oh,
descending
so I
team
guess
111
that was
1000.
our runway crossing that we were... Well, strobes on.
2985.
And
Lawrence, and
strobes
the
off.
part after
I
that.
didn't see a hold short line.
direct
There's
Lawrence,
it looks like there's one on this side. I don't know.
Altimeters 2985.
Probably need that taxiway add on.
Maintain 1000, 2985, Lawrence, Chatter 429.
Oh, hi, Demon Defiant 21. Welcome. Oh no, 20 minutes. Wait, you waited 20 minutes for a clearance? Because we had to wait, but not 20 minutes.
Number 3, Mike Juliet, welcome to Boston.
Okay.
Continue your roll,
Let's
vacate right onto Echo.
Oh,
Continue right on Echo for the measure.
here we are holding short of our runway, right? Yes, right. Very good. Yeah, oh yes, I have not, yes. I feel your pain.
Number 8, Bravo Whiskey, wins at the Vineyard,
Let's see.
27011.
Before we call him up and tell him we're ready, he'll probably get back to us, but let's make sure we are ready. So flaps, wait, they were already, no they weren't, that's right. So 1 notch of flaps is good. I did set the trim before already. Mixture is rich. Fuel pump is on or not? It shouldn't be. Oh, I gotta
2 off pop across runway 27.
click it. There we go. Fuel pump on. Instruments. They all look like they should. Switches is required. Did I put the strobes are off for now. Oh, we can set the chrono. So let's see. I finally learned how to do this.
November 0 Sierra Bravo, enter left base.
Am I going to start it now, or am I going to wait
Left base 27
till he actually clears this? I think I'll wait. Ooh, new sound command. Squirrel. Anything to do with getting off track? Uh-oh. Oh, man. That's not nice. I'll be sure to be extra hard on myself. Okay. Boston Center, Mooney 8080 Alpha, ready to go on 2 at Hartford.
Mooney 80 Alpha on departure, fly runway heading, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, Mooney 8080 Alpha.
Number 3, Mike Juliet, cross
right.
runway 4 right at Echo, hold short 4 left.
We'll just make sure nobody's coming anyway.
Now,
Why are you not rolling?
Maintain 6,000.
Why are we not rolling?
I would say 6,000 United flying that gate.
So soundtrack, it's almost inconceivable that I would forget about a squirrel command. But just in case, perhaps you should jot down a brief note.
Fly runway heading, 33 left.
Okay. Come on, here we go.
And for 3, Mike Juliet, we'll spark out straight ahead. The GA ramps are way too far.
All right. So strobes are on.
Sorry, number 3,
And we
Mike
can
Juliet,
come
say
around
one
the
more time.
corner here and start
I
the
want to spark
clock.
straight ahead because the GA ramps are pretty far.
Clock's running.
3, Mike Juliet,
All
no
right,
problem, cross
off we
left,
go.
Taxi your discretion, good night.
Woo!
Cut for left Echo, taxi discussion for 3, Mike Juliet, have a good night, we'll see you.
Oh, come on. It's not that windy. It is not that windy. It's not supposed to be that windy.
Boston Center, hello, Chicago.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, there's 85. Let's get up in the air. And get the drag off, even though that was way earlier than I should have brought the gear up. But, ooh, that was rough. Okay, well, the engine seems to be doing fine. That's a good sign. Should be able to keep climbing through this. And what are we cleared to 2,000, right? And then expect 5. That's good. Oh, oops. That would be runway heading over there.
Chatter 429, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000.
I'm sure he's far too busy to have noticed that little excursion. Let's get the flaps up. And maybe see if we can trim for about 1,000 feet a minute. Ought to be good. Let's see. Come on. Ooh, it's bumpy. Alrighty. How are the sounds now that we don't have a bunch of...
Alpha, radar contacts altitude.
Through 1,700, 80 Alpha.
80 Alpha, thank you. Clear direct keen, climb maintain 5,000.
Clear direct keen, climb maintain 5,000, 80 Alpha.
Number 2 Alpha, radar contacts altitude.
Of course it stops climbing at that point. Ha ha ha.
Thanks. Direct Highland, climb maintain 6,000.
Let's see if we can get, let's get,
Bravo.
ooh.
Actually, sorry, disregard.
Okay. So let's get,
Number 0 Sierra Bravo, sorry about that. Winds 29010, gust 19, runway 27, clear to land.
direct.
Clear to land 27, Sierra Bravo.
And, no, I got, whoa, man. A little closer in there to see my activate button.
Bravo Whiskey, welcome to
Back
the
out here. Ay, ay, ay. So let's get the autopilot on and nav mode
Superb evening, and probably
and see what it does.
Cargo's 403 November, radar contact, maintain level 3.
Is it going to turn us a little? What's it saying over here? GPS mode. Yeah, it looks like it's going to turn us. We're inside airspace. There's a surprise. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Gosh, we're already up to 4,000. Climbing like a fart in a bathtub, as
598 cross Sappy at
some
3,000, cleared ILS.
certain Australians are known to say.
Cross Sappy, to maintain 3,000, cleared ILS, runway 29 approach, United
Oh, Pezzy. Yeah, enjoy your lurk. Mooney M20, yes indeed. Demon Defiant, indeed it is. And while that's pretty much all we've been flying and probably will be flying for the next few weeks anyway, at any time that I'm streaming, you can always use the, hey, Demon Defiant 21, thanks for the follow. Yeah, anytime I'm streaming, you should be able to put an exclamation point plane, Plane, in the chat, and that should tell you what it is. But like I say, we've been doing the Mooney for a while, and we're likely to continue. And there we are at 5,000. See if it will alt hold for us. It looks like it might. Yeah, it's probably going to sneak it back down. But is this really? Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna. Yeah, I think this little dashed line here means it's about to turn us. But this is. But wait. But if we're going direct keen, it shouldn't be taking us back to that. Is there? What's going on here? Wait. Are we direct keen? What does this tell us? Well, I'm not sold that it's doing the direct, but ooh, and look at the tailwind we got there too. We should be making a lot better headway than that. But some of these lines are a little. Oh, that dashed thing is my nearest. I get it. So it's.
Request stop and go.
Oh, that's so. I was. Yeah. It's yes. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Clear for the option, runway 27.
Thank you.
The option 2 center, 0, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Flight 143 back with you. This time looking to go through the Bravo in north downtown.
Okay. Aviate, navigate.
Sorry, Medflight 143, are you airborne?
And then ruminate. So here, let's come back out here. Okay. Top climb checklist. Let's see what we got going.
Maintain VFR, your discretion. Manchester altimeter is 2984.
Okie dokie. So we did get flaps up as we were climbing out. So yeah, fuel pump can come off. Fuel pump can come off. I can never win. Landing and taxi lights can come off. Oil temp and pressure both looking great. So that means we can set some cruise power. We don't need to be burning through 19 gallons an hour here. Although with this crab, I mean the way we're crabbing into the wind. So that was so before soundtrack so rudely interrupted me.
2992.
What I was attempting to say was between that nearest line going almost in the same direction as the magenta line, combined with the crab that we're currently making, that was throwing me off as far as my view is concerned. We know when to. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to be in that close. All right. So let's see. What were we? There was something that I was just about to do. What was it? It was right. So that's everything on the cruise checklist, except we need to do some leaning and get our cruise power set. Oh my. Okay. Sorry if I went overboard. I'm terribly sorry.
Mayday system 172.
I had
just lost just west of Beverly at 1.7. You're going to be conducting a forced landing on the highway.
I had forgotten just how
Denver Center.
infuriatingly irritating that. Oh my gosh. Medical emergency teams indeed.
I was gonna say I got one in the air right now.
All right, that looks pretty reasonable. Around 12 is better than around 19, I think. And what are we getting on? So we got an indicated of 100 just over 160 indicated. But 153. Okay, so and the crabs has lessened a little bit, so maybe the winds are changing a little bit in our favor as we go here. And what's this airspace? So is this Manchester's airspace that we're in? I think so. Is that Manchester? It's gotta be. I can't think of anything else that would be around here. Let me get some charts and close the. Well, I meant to close the Brainerd chart, but I closed our approach chart instead. Oops.
That's around runway 290,
go back here.
598.
RNAV GPS runway 26 is what we're gonna. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, good. So that's standing by. What else is going on out over here in the airplane? So we're holding nice and level at 5,000. We're on course. That's good. Oh yeah, you can fly IFR in any plane that's got.
We made it in the southbound lane.
What do you need?
Highway down here. Thanks for the great service.
Probably need at least one VOR receiver. I know you can do it without DME. I mean there would be a lot of procedures you can't do if you don't have the DME. But I should be able to think through what the minimums would be for. Oh, is that for me? No. Huh.
Charter 429.
VATSIM remains a mystery. Oh, wait. Oh, it is for me. Let's see.
Charter 429, no problem.
Oh, he's got to close in 30 minutes. What's the line? Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I. Well, so, Let me just double check something here.
Kites at 121 miles out, speedway 17 ahead.
Speedway 178 squawk 4724.
4724 for speedway 17.
Huh. Okay,
Boston Center, low care 5281 at Nantucket, clearance to Boston.
That was really interesting. And you're about to see something here. Let's see. What's the best way for me to let you see this? Let's. Oh yeah, I think with that crab, it's going to look pretty interesting. So watch very closely. Oh, look, an airport. Wait, what airport is that? I should do what he asked me to before. Oh, okay. CFF. Doesn't matter. Let's go back here. And so yeah, let me go back outside because I think this is the best place for you to see this. I doubt that you've ever seen this happen before on a VATSIM IFR flight. So this may be a first. This may be a first on Twitch, but this has been specifically approved by the VATSIM controller. And what we are about to do is we are about to take the simulator speed up ×1, ×2, ×3.
If I maintain 2,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes after departure, and squawk 4613.
You've seen it
Boston
done?
via Vectors Fredo
Really?
direct 2,000.
Oh wait, no, you've seen
at 10 minutes,
whatever this discussion is about a sound command. Is that right? So I've lost the thread about. Wait, gauges coming better. I think the noise. Yeah, so that I thought that was for me, and so I did go get it, and
November 143, November Echo, you're cleared.
The beep beep beep. Oh, soundtrack. Take a note. That would be a super sound command. The little beep beep beep. Yes, yeah, and I think I have seen somebody else do that once before. Anyway, so Demon Defiant. It's almost that. Let me go back inside here because I want to not do anything too. I want a good overview here of what we've got going on. Okay, so we got 15 miles to Keene. Yeah. So the beep 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 came, and so I started to say, "Ooh, I got a message," and guess what? And then I went, "Oh, wait a minute." So I actually messaged him. My message back, my first reply to him before anything else was, I just said, "You are aware that I'm streaming on Twitch now, aren't you?" And he said, "LOL, yes." And so I said, "LOL, alrighty then, Heidi ho." But yeah, so this the message from the controller says, something has come up and I have to close in about 30 minutes. I don't know if your flight will get in, but in this once in a lifetime opportunity, I'm approving you to increase sim speed to get you there. So that is I think that's really awesome and amazing. Oh, and we're about to, you know what? I was going to slow down it's too late. I was going to slow down the sim speed for that turn, but it's too late now, and it seems to have done it just fine. So let's come back out here, and maybe come up here. You know what I've never done at a fast speed, let alone in a crab, is I've never done. Let's see.
598 clear, runway 29, taxi to gate 8.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's because I'm not in the. Let's see. Let me go back in here. Come back out this way. There we go. Let's see. Oh, look at this cloud. Oh man, we're scud running at 5,000. That's pretty cool. But let's try. Nope, that's not what we wanted. We wanted. No, it's not that either. Okay. I think I remember how to do this now that I've done it wrong twice. There we go. So I think the right side's going to be more dramatic with, it's, yeah, so at this speed, the drone's not fast enough to keep up with it. That's a pity. What if we go way, 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 way out? Oh, Drygon, I am so sorry. I completely forgot. I should have warned you before I suddenly started going way faster. Shouldn't I have? But let's try that. Okay, well, those were still some super fast darned flybys. Okay, enough of that nonsense. What's going on? Ooh, whoa, 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 boom, boom, boom. Back to a normal speed, because I think that was just our turn at, yes, well, it's something near our turn at this CON anyway. So, let's, I wish I could remember the name of this VOR.
Number 80 Alpha
he's
advise you
calling
whether no TAMs from Laconia when able to say approach request.
Standby 80 Alpha. I do have the weather. Did I get no TAMs? I didn't get no TAMs. But the weather, let me just make sure it's current. It wasn't. But 290 at 10, 10 miles. Yep, so this looks good. So I'm just going to say that I have the weather.
Flight 1
and,
Echo,
right.
traffic off your, directly off your left, 5 miles. It says the Chancellor at 2000 inbound for Hanscom on the 23.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for him. We think we see his lights.
He should be behind you, but just making sure you're where he's there. 4-2 Victor, sorry, left turn direct loner, cross loner at 3000, cleared ILS 27.
Direct loner, cleared ILS 27.
Of course, I need to adjust that. Boston Center, Mooney 80 Alpha. We got the weather at Laconia, and could we get the RNAV GPS runway 26?
Okay, where would you like to begin that approach at?
Oh, can we take that from Koshi?
And you want to do the full procedure turn in?
Can we avoid the procedure turn?
Sure. Do you want to do it from Dojin then instead? It'll get you to avoid it.
Perfect. Yeah, from Dojin would be great.
It's number 80 Alpha. You're cleared direct Dojin, cross Dojin at or above 3000, cleared for the RNAV runway 28 approach.
All right, cleared direct Dojin, cross Dojin at or above 3000, cleared RNAV 26 approach 80 Alpha.
Woohoo! 429. Winds are
now, let's see if I can figure out what I just agreed to. Let's head in here. First, let's make sure nothing's about to kill us and we're not about to kill anybody. That looks good. And we got 15 miles. Panic is likely unproductive at this point. Let's go find approaches into LCI. I sure hope it's in here. 26 GPS. That's us right there. Okay. Transition from Dojin. And let's load the approach. And we are cleared direct Dojin. Okay, now I guess if I go here, direct Dojin activate. That should also have activated the approach, but let's just be sure. It has activated the approach, so that's good news. So now what we need to know is how far are we from Dojin? 24 miles from Dojin. Goodness. There's our chart popping in. We really like that. It usually makes things easier. I wish the airplane were easier to see once it gets over the white chart, but that's that. Okay, so 20 miles, and we got cross at or above 3,000. So that's good. So we got 20 miles to lose 2,000 feet. I'm not going to start quite yet. But what did I want to do? Oh, yes. I want to go over here and look at this approach chart. So this is going to be Dojin and then Koshi. So Koshi, Oh, right. Koshi is also 3,000. Zurat, 2,900. Resd, 2,200.
2 Alpha Papa, the Lebanon altimeter, 2986.
Ha 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 ha.
Boston Center Care 5281 climbing.
Wait a minute, what do you mean no idea which direction the wind is coming from? It's 2900, and we're going to runway 26. What the heck is going on in my chat? Soundtrack. Whip this group into shape. I'll have none of this. It's mutiny in the chat, indeed. Uh-oh, 17 miles. Did I get the sim speed back down to where it was? I need to see what these altitudes are. So 3,000, then 2,900 Zurat, 2,200 at Resd. Field elevation is 5.
For 23,
we're going to call it 540. So that's good to know. Okay. I kind of feel like I don't have time to brief the mist. What is the mist? The mist is... We really should know what the mist is. He doesn't have time for us to go, mist. Runway heading to 4,400 to Tuyuk. Tuyuk? Where the heck is Tuyuk? Okay, well, it's not on the plate, but it's somewhere that way from the runway. So it's just fly runway heading, climb to 4,000. I cannot find it. I found it a second ago. 4,400. Straight ahead. There it is. Straight ahead to 4,400. Direct to Tuyuk. Okay, that's good. Okay. So now we're at 14 miles. Let's go ahead and start a gentle descent.
401, leave my airspace shortly with Cleveland offline.
I'm about to learn if this is, negative. RNAV, ILS. Oh, that's negative. Wait, what's a common pilot move? Okay, no. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and if it's the wrong thing to do, I'm sure he will let me know. Yeah, 12 miles, 2,000 feet. Yeah, I'd like to make it a nice gentle descent, so I'm gonna Boston Center Mooney 80 Alpha, leaving 5,000 for 3,000.
80 Alpha, thank you. Chatter 429, welcome to Hands.
Apparently that was not the wrong thing to do.
The ramp, if you need the east end, take Echo as well. Have a good one.
Sierra to the ramp, understand remarks. Thank you for the service. Good night.
I think, I'm pretty sure that in theory I understand, like when you're flying a star and you've been given a descend via clearance, that does authorize you to descend at your discretion, but you're still required to report when you exercise your discretion. So again, in theory, that's my understanding, but at every step of this IFR journey over the last 4 months, well, I guess a little over 2 months we've been doing the IFR part, but at every step I find that I learn something at an entirely different level when I'm actually doing it, as opposed to what it says in books or what's printed on a plate. So I think I understand that in regard to flying a star, but this came up on that Cleveland flight that I did, or the Buffalo to Erie flight that I did last night. Pretty much the same situation. And in that case, when I told him I was leaving my altitude to head on down to the initial approach fix altitude, he just went ahead and cleared me to land. At that point, he didn't need to. Well, I understand that there's a clearance that includes at your discretion, but he has cleared me to cross the fix at or above 3,000. It's clear to me I am not authorized to climb from the 5,000 where I was, because I was never cleared above 5,000. But I could just stay at 5,000 until I get to the fix, because that would meet the at or above. But it's the or above that tells me that, I mean, it's at is one of the options. So how is crossing it at 3,000 an option if I can't descend until I get there? You see what I'm saying? So I think that means, I mean, from what I remember reading, the guidance is that you want to cross. So it's 3,000 at Koshi. That you want to get to 3,000 before Koshi, but not too far before Koshi. So that was kind of my intention. And it looks like, oh, look, I have a banana. I don't know what that means, but I have one.
Say what?
Anyway, that's my thinking. So it's going to make a left turn. Wait, why is it going to make a left turn? Oh, wait, to 352. Huh. Okay, well, it looks to me.
No traffic observed between you and Laconia Municipal Airport. Report IFR cancellation in the air on the ground of this approach to this frequency. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
We'll call you on the ground, 8080 Alpha. Okay. So then here's where I'm glad I got 118.2 in there already, even though it wasn't really my plan. So that's Koshi, no, that's Dojin. And then, so Koshi is also at 3,000. So we just want to not descend below 3,000. And then it would also help if we had some idea of, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. See? No bad attitude at all. Okay. So I got 3 miles to Koshi, and we are not descending anymore, which is probably okay for the moment. We could be going down a little bit. This autopilot just keeps trying to kill me. Okay. So that means we are, Koshi is, oh, they don't have those on there. That's okay. 7, 12. We're about 12 miles. I'm going to call it east. So we're going to switch over here. Where are we? Laconia? Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha is 12 miles east of the field at 3,000 on the RNAV GPS 26 Laconia. That was miserable. Okay, so here comes Koshi. It's already starting to turn. Why is the autopilot not in approach mode? Because somebody didn't put it there. Okay, so at Koshi, yeah, right. So 3,000 at Koshi, we're fine. Zurat is in 4.2 miles, 3.8 now, and we want to be down to 2,900. We're still descending a little and then deciding we don't want to anymore. Oh, wait, what did that said? Capture something. Oh, man, I probably just pushed the wrong button. Well, that's too bad. So, I have not actually done one of these before. Wait, 2,900 at Zurat. So we actually need to stop descending. Okay. Let's see what's going on out here. Oh, there's a lot of water. Can I see anything beyond the water? Oh, that might be an airport over there. The airport might be right on the other side of that water. That's nice. So it's good to know at some point we can go visual and not have messed up. Lake Winnipesaukee. Hey, thank you, Kilo Zebra. That's good to know. Zurat is now, we're just a mile from Zurat, and we're just above 2,900, probably good. It's, I'm tempted to just take this out of the computer's hands at this point and hand fly it just because I can. But it is keeping us on track and correcting for the wind, which is nice. So maybe I will let it keep doing that a little bit further. Let's just keep an eye on what's going on down here, though. Oh, and we're probably like wicked fast, aren't we? Oh my God. Let's. And where are we? So we. Okay, so we're at Zerot, so we can be heading on down to 2200. So. Look, it's given me a glide slope indicator on the thing over here. So let's let that ride until that starts to come in. But what was the other thing I was about to do? I was about to do something very important. Yes, I was about to start slowing us down. So let's get the mixture rich and pull the power just a little bit. Hello. And we're too fast to drop the gear, but that, ladies and gentlemen and all gentle beings, that is what speed brakes are for. And look at that, slowing us right down to gear extension speed. Now we're still, wait, how far out are we? Wait, 0.8 from Redson, but then it's another 5? This is 5 miles still? Why does this not look like 5 miles? Whoops. Yeah. Well, what's happened with the glide slope? We're right on the glide. I'm going to drop the gear because that will help us stay slow. So speed brakes stowed. Well, yeah, there they are. Why can't I not see my speed brake over here? There it is. Speed brake stowed, gear down, and looking, that sure looks like a glide slope indication on the HSI to me. Is this telling me anything useful over here? 262 for the track now, and we're 4.8 miles from the, so we're past Red Sea, where we could have been at 2200, so we're a little bit high, but not very high. Let's reduce power a little bit more, get ourselves starting to slow down. Let me get where I can get my feet on the pedals. Just verify that the recorder is recording. It says it's recording. That's all good. Yeah. Are we looking a little high? Sorry about the buzzing. Again, I'm really not sure why it chooses to do it now, but there it is. And slope might be a little bit above us. Hawk Driver 101 is here. Hey, thanks for flying along. If you are, I assume you are. Cool. Master, I don't have a master caution. You talking to somebody else? Wait, I'm confused. Don't confuse me. This is the first time I've ever flown an RNAV GPS approach. And I'm really not liking anything that I'm seeing here. But I should be telling somebody. Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha, on a 3-mile final, runway 26, Laconia. That was embarrassing, too. Yeah, the autopilot, is it still? Oh, my God. So sometimes it just doesn't want to release, no matter what I do. Okay, we're whoa! Oh, no! Oh, mama. So, that was unfortunate. Let's see if we can get over this mountain. Oh. Yeah, that was, it has done that to me a time or two before, where, I turn off the autopilot, but the alt hold, the alt light on the panel goes out, but the alt hold function doesn't stop trying to hold the altitude. And so there I go pulling back power, so I don't go high on the glide. But the more I pull the power, the more it doesn't descend. And the more it slows down until The stall horn reminds me that it's the autopilot trying to kill me. Okay. So that's kind of back on glide. Is that too red, too white? It looks like it might be so. Gear down. Fuel pump's supposed to be on. I'm not going to cry too much if it isn't. Let's have some flaps. A little bit of a crab for this wind. My gosh, it's bumpy. Oh, do you have to be bumpy? Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha, short final 26, Laconia. Good Lord. Well, it should look interesting for the, what am I trying to say? Oh my God. Well, we're just going to have to see how this works out, aren't we? They're going to be long. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, well, hey, that wasn't too bad. Oh, the ground handling. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can find a taxiway. Let's see if we can stay on the runway. Oi. Oh. Let's see. And Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha, clear of 26, taxi to the FBO, Laconia. Alrighty. Whoopsie! Hello, neighbor. Heidi-ho. I have no idea where I'm going. But I think I'm going to park over here. Is this a taxiway? This looks like a taxiway. Hawker driver, you're parked on the taxiway. Should we? I tell you what. Let's just go over here. Woohoo! This looks more like parking to me. Okay. Yes, sirree, Bob. There we go. Oh, great. So, let go over here and switch this back.
And November 80 Alpha on the frequency?
Just about to call you. On the ground in Laconia. Cancel IFR.
80 Alpha, very good. IFR cancellation received. Congratulations on Wings IFR.
Woohoo! Thanks for the ATC. See ya!
Potential aircraft, if you're on this frequency, Boston Center is now closing up.
Oh, listen to that. Wow.
Wow! I feel good.
Okay. So he's what's, that's, I want to pull, can I pull up the client? What time did he send that? Boston Center, this 21:20. So yes, he sent that message 31 minutes ago saying he was closing in 30 minutes because he had to do something. And could I please press the sim speed button? So that was, yep, pretty amazing. Oh, Jeffrey B. See, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know how to do text messages in vPilot. I was reading up on that yesterday because I needed to send one and I couldn't during the flight I did yesterday. So I have some clues there, but there's a lot of stuff about vPilot I don't know. I certainly did not know that you can do feedback on the controllers, because him and the one yesterday, I will definitely go, ooh, soundtrack, could you, it's the BVA, I thought you meant VATSIM, like big VATSIM. But so it's ARTCC, but it's fur by fur as to whether or not they have a feedback form set up, I guess. But so, yeah, I will definitely do that. And I will go check out the Cleveland ARTCC's website, which did look like it had some useful links for pilots. But I mean, like each of the ARTCC websites is its own different thing. Hang on, let me go over to here and stop the recording because we don't need to be recording me sitting on the ground. Sorry. I need to take a second and think what I'm doing. Okay, right. So first things first, now that we are done with VATSIM, let's disconnect from VATSIM. Disconnecting. Turn off that. And, I'm on the message tab, which is why, I was on that private message tab. Okay, disconnected from network, disconnected from voice server. Whew. I'm going to go ahead and close vPilot. Let's see. After landing checks. What do we got? I think I cleaned up the flaps and speed brakes. I did. Okay, the fuel pump can come off. Oopsie. You know what I want to be sure I don't do is actually shut down, because that will mess with the replay. But the fuel pump can come off. Lights, we'll just leave the lights as they are for the replay. Okay, so that's good. We're good to go there as far as the replay is concerned. But let's go out here and see who's around. Is it Dragon and Hawker Driver? Yes. Hi guys, thank you so much for flying along. It ended up being a beautiful day here in Laconia, did it not? Lovely day for some, look at those clouds. Let's see. Something like that, I think. And then if I get down, oopsie. We get down here. Boop. Thank you for bearing with my poor cameraman skills. Now we're too close to Dragon. There's Dragon reappearing. And we'll leave that in the foreground for Sim Caesar. How does that sound? Should we make it front and center? Yes. Okay, that looks perfect. Okay then. Lovely. There, I've got a family photo scrapbook for us there. Can we? Are we? Yeah. Let's. I think that's fine, don't you? So then let's see. I'm on that side. Wait, which side? So I'm sorry that I missed so much chat during the. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen and all gentle beings, please join me in the great honor of welcoming to the Peter Mooney channel and the chat, Goldsy77. Hi! Welcome! What do you think about your your welcome sound there, Goldsy? Is that acceptable, or do I need to Demon Defiant, that's going to be our only leg today. It's, yeah. Well, for one thing, Boston Center is now offline, so we wouldn't be doing, and I know nothing about ODPs or Circle to Lands, which are the IFR number 9. Oh, good. Oh, Goldsy, I'm so glad you approve. And I'm so delighted to see you here. Wow. So what? 6, 5, 6, 7. So you must be, are you working and lurking? It must be you must be having a slow day. But then again, now that I think about it, even when you're working, you have time to visit some people's streams. So, oh gosh, we have a new follower. Will or Willie? 09er1208. Is it Willie? May I call you Willie? Let me know if you prefer something other than Willie. Oh, gosh. Soundtrack, I haven't been paying attention at all. Have we been reminding people about the giveaway and inviting them to enter? It's a little different here. We only have one long round that lasts the entire stream. So it's one ticket per person per stream, because that's how we're doing it, at least for now, till I can figure out some better technology for the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket will enter you into the giveaway. We're giving away a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If the winner is already a subscriber to the Peter Mooney channel, they will receive a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. If you haven't already gotten a ticket, do go ahead and get one. How are we doing on, let me see, is it still up? Oh my gosh, we only have 15 people, 16 entered in the giveaway. I can't read your screen name because the color is ADK Air 83. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for getting a ticket. Hey, Durpex, great to see you. Hi, welcome on in. And Finbar is still here. That's super. We'll let the giveaway run until the end of the stream. We're just going to do a quick replay here to see if that landing looked as horrific from the outside as it did from inside. But so let's see. Maybe I should go ahead and get that. So yesterday, that flight that I did when nobody was watching. The flight recorder window, you get like a graph that's essentially like your descent path, and it was the Finbar. Oh my gosh, Finbar giving out 5 gift subs to the community, and they're going to Durpex, Umbe, Itzkev73, Drew 8402, and Captain Nabil. If any of you are here, please say thanks to Finbar. Finbar, I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure Umbe is not here. Not that I would necessarily know if they're here, but they could be lurking. But Umbe, I have to tell you, holds a very near and dear place in my heart, and I could not be more thrilled that they. I think Umbe has chatted once. And I think since then they've been watching VODs here and there, and I hope they will come back to a live stream at some point. Although, as I said, they may be here and be lurking. Wouldn't know about that. And I can't remember now when for the stream where they were here. I wanted to kind of say, "Hi everybody, this is," like, and introduce them, but I think I don't know. I'm not going to do that until I know for sure that it's okay to do that. Oh, and Finbar is continuing the gift sub that you got from Jumperman. That's awesome. Thank you. And again, Willie, thank you for the follow. And ATK Air, welcome. Good to have you here. So, so let's do a quick replay, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we will go find somebody to raid. If that sounds good. Oh, Diamond Defiant, you're here. I didn't know you were flying along. Well, let's get another family photo. Are you taxiing over? If so, we will hang on and do another photo for the family album. Probably need to be. Oh, you know what? Actually, we will probably have the greatest success if we reset the camera before we try doing anything else weird. Okay, but yeah, we can do the replay while you taxi over, and then we will do the. Then we'll do the screenshot at that point. So, let's see. Here we are. So this is we started the recording fairly early on, so let me see if I can get my fingers poised over the appropriate keys here. I've got to pause to be able to do this. Oh yeah, so that was before the turn even. And then let's get the camera back over there behind the airplane. Oh yeah, Winnipesaukee, is that what you said, Kilo Zebra? Or were you having me on? That didn't occur to me till just now. Ha! So then here's where like we actually started our descent, and then let's see. Yep, we used the speed brakes to slow down a little. Nice crab into the wind here. And then where did we get to the stall where the autopilot tried to kill us? Yeah, we're looking mighty low there. Yeah, I think that's where it's. Yes, that's where it's actually trying to kill us. So maybe let's have a look from somewhere around here, and maybe we'll look at that from. Let's see what it looks like from. Oops, hello. Maybe like that a little bit. Something like that. Let's see what it looks like from there. I love those sounds. Are those coming through on the stream? A little squeaky, squeaky, squeak. Man. Oh, yeah. Here's where it all went to worms. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, there's something amiss in the. Again, sorry for the buzz. It will be gone as soon as the new computer is here. There's something amiss in the bindings between the Bravo and the autopilot in this airplane, because sometimes I haven't been able to figure it out because I can't find any pattern. It's like sometimes I press this button and it works, and sometimes it doesn't, and so it must be interacting with how some other button is pressed. Oh yeah, this is a little bit scary looking, isn't it? So what happens if I go to here? Yep, there we are, still trying to stall on the way in. Terrain's looking a little bit close there, isn't it? Oh my gosh, we have a new follower, Fred24678. Thank you for following. Delighted to have you here. Oh, should I, just for the, no offense, Hawker Driver and Demon Defiant, but just for the, oh, I can't do that unless I do this. And even then I can't do it. Unless I do this. No, okay, fine. Never mind then. Would you look at that crab, ladies and gentlemen? Mark, Tabletop Android, hey, welcome on in. No, oh good, Soundtrack gave you a .to. That's good. Yeah, it's freeware and it works really well. I've got a payware one as well that has features this one lacks. So I use it like if I'm making a video. But that other one that has the better features and is better for making videos is not really nimble enough to use live on stream. So the freebie works great for that. Okay, well, there's no way I deserved that light a touchdown after that horrific an approach. I mean, boy howdy, that was just awful. That was really, truly awful. I wonder, you know what, I think we'll have a slightly better, I just want to look at this from the ground as well, and I think we'll be able to see it better if we make it a little closer to noon, just for better lighting. Lighting reminds me of one of my favorite Noel Coward verses of all time. I'm sure most of you are far too young to have any idea who Sir Noel Coward was, and I won't bother explaining. British witty guy, playwright, songwriter, from long. Oh, Hawker Driver. I will get that just as quick as I can. Let me, hold on. I just need to get, okay. So that's reset there. We're going to turn that off. No. Oh, that's not working because I'm pressing the wrong key. There we go. Huh. So back out here, and then I think if I do, let's see, this and this, and then this, I think that's going to work. We'll see. It's hard to tell because of, okay. Can we see the plane from here? No, but let's hit play and see if it doesn't appear in a moment. There it is. Alrighty. Just to see how awful this looks from the ground. I am about to have a fit over Norton antivirus, but we won't talk about that now. Okay. So, oh no. Well, there's no shortage of embarrassment here, is there? But man, look at the crab that it took just to get back. I mean, we weren't that far off center line, but just to get back on it. Holy Toledo. So there's a bounce. Bounce, not great. Eventually, mostly back on center line. A little, not quite. Ground handling in this thing remains a mystery to me. Let's see, where's the... do we want to see that from any other... I don't know. Should we do a very brief wing view? I don't have, fancy schmancy wing view. Okay, wait a minute. We need to go there. And then we can go... Let's... from there, we can go here. And then I should have... what's the... We were crabbing that way and that, so probably on the left side. Let's see. Oop, can I get a thing and a... Yeah, let's see what we get with this. Yeah, one day here I will figure out some, just how close was this terrain. We shall see. Ooh, goodness, okay. There's over the water. That one's not going to take too long. So we'll see what we get here. Yeah, one day soon I will get us some lovely wing view replay music to accompany this. But it's got, I don't like derivative work when I see other people do it, and I don't want to do it myself. So if there's going to be music to go with a wing view replay, it's going to have to be something very different. Maybe we'll do show tunes. That might be it. Oh yes, look, I can read the license plates in that parking lot. That's nice. Ooh. Wee. And yep, there is our stall horn. Autopilot trying to kill us. No, yeah, it's called Nebo, right. No bikini music. Hey, Mr. Egan is here. Hey, welcome on in. Good to see you. If I've missed saying hi to anybody else, I'd please accept my apology, because I just... That approach got very dramatic. But if I fail to say hi individually, just hi, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Yeah. So here we come. All right, a little final slowdown there. Oh dear. Whew. I'm so glad I was not on board this flight. Oh, wait. Uh-huh. Okay, well, runway made. Why are we still so high? Oh, we're not. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there was a touch and slight bounce, but it's not like, those of you who've been watching this channel for any time at all know that was actually excellent for me. So, alrighty then. Well, why don't we, let's see, why don't we go, keep doing this with that. Oh, come on, thank you. We can go back here. And I'm just going to avert my eyes from that while we do the giveaway, and then move on from there. So let's see. Where are we? So last chance for the giveaway. Enter, put an exclamation point ticket into the chat if you have not done so already. The winner will receive a subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If the winner's already a subscriber, a gift sub to any channel on Twitch that that offers subscriptions. Mustix, hi. Did I say hi when you came in, or did I miss you coming in? Oh no, I remember. Yes, I do remember. I remember Julie greeting you for me, and Demon Defiant. I'm sorry if I missed the chance to take a snapshot there. I think I saw you airborne after at some point after we were. And I no longer see you in the neighborhood. Okay. Well, then let's just leave ourselves with that and do the giveaway. On everything. Wait, oh, I'm sorry, Mustix. I didn't. Wait. Going to. Oh, negative 262. Okay, yeah, right. Sinister Egan, you know, I have not gotten a landing rate calculator. Oh, Goldsy, yes. No, I would never, Goldsy, Scout's honor, I will never let you down. and I'm about to get a Pilot Edge membership, so that's a big promise. I don't know. I'm either about to do it or I'll do it in a couple months. I haven't made that decision yet. And Sinister Egan, yeah, I just those seem so inaccurate to me that I just haven't bothered. I mean, for every streamer I've watched who uses one of those, I see them slam it down, and the LRC says 12 feet a minute, and then the next time I see them like barely kiss the pavement. I mean, like the greasiest, barely kissing down on the pavement, and it says 292. And so, you know, I don't know how they, you know, whatever they're using to make their calculation, I've yet to see one that I would want to use. And it's, you know, the rate of descent on touchdown is one component among many, like center line, how far right or left of center are you, how far ahead or past the touchdown zone are you, and yeah, so yeah, my point exactly. You use 3 different ones, you're going to get 3 wildly different. Yeah, so it's just not for me. Okay, last chance exclamation point ticket. Only 20 entries. You have a 1 in 20 chance. You have an opportunity to have a 1 in 21 chance, but then that will reduce everybody else's. So they will probably want me to just shut up and get to the giveaway, which I will do now. So let's see if we go back over here to Chrome. Again, I don't have, like, you know, fancy technology. I just have the default Stream Elements giveaway here, but we've got 21 people who have entered in the last 3.5 hours here, and it lists a few of them there, but not only a few, so I don't know why. So I'm going to close the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As a dear friend of mine is fond of saying, the giveaway is over. And so I guess we will just go ahead and pick a winner. Oh, and now that I got the soundboard working again, we can actually do it this way. And the winner is Finbar. Congratulations, and thank you for renewing your own sub that earlier. And so that you have won a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. Feel free to whisper it to me if you'd rather not say in public, or if you are fine saying in public, then you can just put it in the chat, and I will take care of that as soon as we wrap up the stream here. So are we talking about discretion as far as like when to start that descent, that sort of thing? Or is that, or are you talking about the landing rate? Now I'm confused. Go out, run for dinner. Okay, yep. See you over at Sim's place at 7. Mustix, enjoy your dinner. Tell the doggy I said hi and that he's not a bad boy no matter what Daddy says. And look forward to seeing you at 7. Alrighty then. So let me take a quick look. He is not. If you can hear me, you're a good boy. Pay no attention to Daddy. You're a good boy. Oh, Cold Nebo, did you ask? Did I miss one of your dumb questions, Cold Nebo? Wait. Oh, there. So I thought that was somebody else. Okay. But so then I did miss I thought. So you on my screen, your name and Mystic's name are in the same color, and so I thought that was never mind. Oh, well now I'm gonna have to go back and read the chat because oh my gosh, Fred, hi Fred. Wait, no, that's not. Oh, it's not Fred. I completely misinterpreted the sound I was hearing. I thought it was the new follower sound, but it was not. Ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings in all realms of heaven and earth, please join me in extending a very warm and hearty welcome to the one, the only, Sim Caesar! Oh. Now we have somebody pop. Herr Gizmo, wow. Oh, what a treat to see you here. Hi. Can I gift the sub out on the stream, please? Finbar, absolutely. We can draw another winner. Absolutely. Sim Caesar, welcome on in. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to drop by. I hope most sincerely that your day up until this point was not nearly as horrible as you were predicting last night that it would be. I hope you are ready to enjoy an absolutely fabulous blowout fun time on GA Thursday tonight. I know I am. And oh my gosh, we're drawing closer. So let's. Sim, I mentioned at the top of the stream that I was hoping you would be here because after I first got my sound deck a couple months ago and I got the sound board kind of function working, but then because of my setup, it had its little pop-up window needed to be somewhere, and somewhere when I would go. Since back then I used to show my whole desktop when I wanted to look at the browser or something, but you could see the soundboard labels in the corner on the desk. So I stopped using it. I kind of gave up. But so I got it back, got everything working again, got a couple new sounds on there. But I wanted you to know that getting my soundboard working again did not come easy. It was hard. It was very hard. It was very, very, very hard.
That's what she said.
So there's that. Let's draw another winner. So this is a gift sub to the Peter Mooney channel, or if the winner's already subscribed, any channel on Twitch that offers a subscription. And this gift sub is courtesy of.
That's what she said.
Courtesy of Finbar. So thank you so much, Finbar. And I'm gonna click draw another winner here in 3, 2, 1. Texas One Flyboy. I am almost certain Texas One Flyboy is a subscriber. If they're not, it would only be because it's recently lapsed. Yes, currently a subscriber. So are you here, Texas One Flyboy? If you're here, let me know. You've won a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. And yes, it can be. Not only can it be, it is. It absolutely is. And one day I'll learn what is where on because I thought that I had like a, oh, well.
Hey, what happened?
There's that, but I thought I had a, like, Okay, well, I don't know.
I feel good.
I'm going to have to be careful not to overuse that thing, aren't I? Yeah, Texas One Flyboy. That's what I said. I knew that you must be. So name your channel. Any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. Happy to gift you one courtesy of Finbar. And if you're not comfortable putting it in the chat, you can whisper me, or you can, if you are comfortable putting it in the chat, you can just put it in the chat. Chewy Nuts just expired. I will take care of that right after the stream ends. Or yes, the X1. All right, and for no particular reason other than it's brand new and I just like it a lot. If I can spell Texas One Fly Boy correctly, I just want to hear your welcome sound again because it's new today, and I love it, and I had trouble clapping in rhythm with it earlier. So here's to you, Texas One Flyboy. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing it, does it? That's disappointing. Did I, All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings, the one, the only Gene Autry, greeting our dear friend Texas One Flyboy. Okay, that's it for me. That's my time. I'm here all week. Be sure to tip your servers. Highly recommend the veal, and hope to see you in about 35 minutes time over on the Sim Caesar channel for GA Thursdays. I'm going to have a blast, and generally when I'm having a blast, I try to make sure those around me are having a blast as well. And I think pretty much everybody who tends to be in Sim Caesar's stream has that similar kind of commitment to everybody having a good time. So, hey, Mariner Hallie, welcome on in. You're here just in time for us to raid somebody. And I could have been looking at that already, but I didn't. So my apologies, please. We will see who's Sim Caesar. Unless, are you ready to start now? We could, I could vamp for 3 or 4 minutes if you want to get your stream cranked up and going. That would be perfectly fine by me. Just let me know. You can type it in the chat, or you can. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. And that. Oh, okay. That's not. They're not doing flight sim. And they're not doing flight sim. Is there anybody who is doing flight sim? Oh, yes, I see somebody. So I have recently been catching some streams from a flight sim streamer who I'm not sure how long they've been streaming. I think he's been flight simming since he was a child. And, of course, at my advanced and decrepit age, he looks like he is still a child, although I'm sure he's well into his 20s. But mostly I've seen him doing airliners, which is not typically my thing, but he's an engaging and entertaining guy. Oh, he's been on for 3 hours, so he probably won't run into Sim Caesar's time too much. But his name's a Scottish pilot, and so we will just see if I remember how to spell R-A-I-D space and... Okay, says it's intended for mature audiences, but there's his logo, so that means it's going through. And that means I can say, oh my gosh, I forgot to say the thank yous. I'm going to have to do this really, really quickly. And oh my gosh, so much happened today. I don't know that there's any way, but we'll see. Oh dear. No, okay, no, I went back too far. Got to have a better way to do this. This is not going to work at all. We got a bunch of bit cheers today with Siren and Jumperman, 500 bits each. That's just astonishingly generous. Thank you so much. Jumperman 82nd gifted a 1-month sub to Finbar. So Jumperman gifted Finbar the sub, and then Finbar. So I assumed that had happened in the past. But what happened is that Finbar then immediately went ahead and renewed the sub, which I guess must be for subsequent months. Wow, I thought that touched me when I thought that the gift had been a while ago and you were just renewing because it was about to expire. But oh my gosh, let's see. Pezzy with the mysterious 41 bits. And then let's see. Oh gosh, yep. Planet Neutral resubscribed. Cold Nebo resubscribed. Siren during more bits. Kevo Zenji with 100 bits. Thank you so very much. And then Finbar gave out a ridiculously generous 5 gift subs to the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And then when did this happen? How did I miss this? Oh, too late.
I hope you're good as well.